we'll make a start then. So, throughout all your individual journeys, you've all found your way towards the small town of Amberfell within the country of Teltorian. For your own individual reasons, you're either traveling through or staying. It's a reasonably small town, only a couple hundred to 1,000 people there at most. So, we'll start on a lone figure walking towards town. Perhaps just coming up to the edge on the western side. Quite a tall figure, wearing some very nice armor. And Ryan, if you'd like to introduce your character to everyone.
Oh, hello there. I'm Bartholomew. How are you?
Very good. You are on your own currently, walking into town. If you'd like to introduce maybe what you look like, anything like that, any descriptors you want to give.
So, I am a big leonin, so a big lion man. Very proud, stand up tall. My name is Bartholomew Hamish Montgomery, but you can call me Barty. And that's all I'll share for now.
Very good. So you kind of find your way walking into town, and this probably isn't somewhere you've ever been before. You've had a reasonably comfortable upbringing compared to a lot of people within the country, although nowhere near what your family was once used to. And it's a very stark difference from perhaps not the cities that you were in, but at least the sort of the country manners, at least, that you might have found yourself in, as you find yourself walking towards a town where you can tell the main population and the main commerce of what's happening is it's a lumber yard town, effectively. You can see a lot of people working in the sort of fields surrounding the town, sort of say chopping down trees, moving logs, and the large building in the middle of town you can see is a sort of a lumber mill as such, where they're either sort of cutting the logs down, sizing them, packaging them to get ready, and then perhaps be traded out. But that seems to be what you can tell is the main form of commerce of this town. And the people that you can't see doing that seem to be occupying sort of the town centre. But you can see there's a bit of a market going on of people selling all bits and bobs. Anything from foodstuffs, basic tools, basic weapons. And you can see, you'll find as you're kind of walking through, getting a glance around, you can see there are sort of the generic buildings you would expect to find. There's a tavern there, which is probably one of the bigger buildings within the town, and probably where most people congregate towards the end of the day. Basic general shop, blacksmith, forge, which seems to more focus on like maybe horseshoes and like axes and things like that, more repairs rather than anything you would have been used to seeing, maybe artisans at work or anything like that. But yeah, you find yourself walking into town.
That's a very good description. I enjoyed that. I'm going to head towards the tavern to socialise.
Okay, so you sort of walk into the tavern. It's one of the larger buildings, very basic, lots of very sort of basic wooden tables and chairs to try and get as many people in, and you can tell it's probably the kind of thing where over time this building has kind of grown into the buildings next to it to just take up space as the town has grown from probably even smaller than it is now into the still small town it is. But as you walk in and you kind of have a look around, you can see there's not very many people in there currently, but you would notice one person who still probably stands out a little bit more, perhaps sitting at one of the tables. And Scott, if you would like to introduce your character to everyone.
I would love to.
If he can remember what he looks like and what he is.
Well, hi there, everybody. My name's August Casey. I'm a gunslinger. I was born and raised in it's a nameless town in the region of Vesna. I grew alongside the town, and we went from just a small little town to a big trading outpost. I trained to be one of the gunslingers of the desert, who were renowned, but we were a small peacekeeping force. Our job was to protect the trade and the technology that was also born in our town, and that was the way of firearms. I've been in the town now for a couple of weeks, and look, I'm just a passerby. I'm a traveler. I left my home region, but it's an absolute pleasure to meet y'all.
Very good. So yeah, you can say there's probably only a couple other people in the tavern at the same time as you guys. It is probably getting towards the second half of the working day, so people are either out in the market trying to sell some goods, or they're working. So it's quite empty at the minute, but you two find yourselves there.
I walk over to the character that draws my eyes. Well, hello there. I'm Bartholomew Hamish Montgomery, but you could call me Barty. How are you today?
Well, hi there, Barley. I'm August. I'm very swell. What brings you to this part of town, sir?
I'm just looking. Why have I picked up the accent? Wait, that's you.
This is gonna be a hell of a conversation.
He's just an empath. He connects with people immediately.
Are you
Just
mocking
down
my
the
accent?
road. You know Dolly Parton? Oh, well, I'm just looking around for some ventures to big up my family. What brings you here?
Well, I'm just a traveler. This is one of my stop-off points. I've been here a number of weeks, and this seems to be my favorite tavern in town. What is it that you're looking for the family, then?
So, for glory.
You've come to a tavern to find glory?
There's a hole in there.
You make me sound very mischievous there, August.
So what kind of glory is it that you look for?
My family, massive family, looking to bring glory back to them as we've fallen off in recent times. That glory can look like anything, but that's what I'm here to find.
And your family, are you well known in the region?
Relatively so. We used to be well known a few hundred years ago, and it's dropped off a little while ago. And that's something I'm trying to build back up for my family.
Fantastic. I love a family man. I'm a family man myself. Now, how do you think that you'll obtain this glory?
By talking to people such as yourself, August.
Well, I'm not sure what glory I can give you, but if there's anything I can do to assist, I'm more than happy.
I appreciate that. Let me get you a drink.
Why, thank you, sir.
As you two sort of settle down in your conversation, and as Barty, as you go get yourself a drink, and you get August a drink, I'd say probably at this time there'd be a lone, semi-brooding figure probably walking into town. Probably a bit more downtrodden than everyone else potentially, but walking with purpose for sure. Hess, if you'd like to describe your character.
Okay, so I'm Damien Artemis, and basically I was a former guard as the god of Fulliness, the god of the sun, until I was kicked out on my last mission, where we had a tragedy. So now I'm just going about my business and trying to carry on in the sun god's name.
You kind of find yourself walking into town. You've probably passed through here a couple times in sort of the recent past, trying to find anything you're looking for, any news that you might be able to find. It's a good sort of town to fall back onto. It's relatively quiet, but news does pass through here as it's in the middle of other bigger towns and some of the cities. Let's say you're walking towards a tavern as well, and Barty noticed you'd see the door open and a figure in the doorway. What does your character look like, Hess? How would you describe your character?
Okay, so he's like a fairly like common kind of human character. No, like human kind of build, like height and quite a bit slender. He's very pale, and like a defining feature is his eyes are like blood red, basically. So yeah, and quite dark. I want to say that blood red kind of hair as well. Look at
Very good. You walk into the bar, so you take note of the large lion man sitting at the table with someone who's probably a bit strangely dressed for your part of the world, but they seem to be holding conversation. And then there's probably some people you might recognise their faces of in there, but yeah, you find yourself in the tavern.
obviously I'm going to survey the tavern, see if I can see anything before making my way to the barkeep and see if he's got any more information. Whether he's heard anything, any rumours about.
You kind of go over to the barkeep, who's just sort of your typical human man, maybe some orcish blood in his past somewhere. He's quite a big guy, tall, broad, but very, very kind nonetheless. He goes, Damien, back here. No luck then.
No luck this time, no. Unfortunately, have you heard any more?
Sorry, lad. We've heard nothing. There's no rumours of any such activity near us. We're kind of dealing with our own problems at the minute. So sorry, we've not been able to help out too much.
No problem. Can I get a round of the usual? And tell me about the new guys.
Oh, he kind of starts to pour you sort of just like a flagon of ale type thing and just passes it over to you. And he goes, there's strangers. One only just walked in here just moments before you did. I didn't recognize him. And the other one, he's been in town for the last couple of weeks. Fairly quiet man, but seems reasonable. He's not made any problems. Spends his coin well. Kind of keeps out the way.
Okay. What's his name?
The barkeep.
Sorry. Yeah, barkeep's name.
Bastard. We're gonna say his name is.
Rule number one.
His name is
Trevor.
Barkeep.
First name Bar, last name Keep.
Trevor the barkeep.
Trevor the Barkeep. Harry, it should have been Keith. Come on.
I'm saving it, Adam.
Sorry. Keith
Oh,
will come
Keith.
later. Keith will come
You could have
later.
been the
The
barkeep.
final boss.
I'm the barkeep.
Oh, Scott's on baby duty.
Right, so yeah, thanks, Trevor. And I'm just going to slip him some the money for the flagon and a bit extra, just because of he's a good lad.
No worries. Stuff like that, it'd be coppers, so not really going to keep track of that more than unless it really comes up. But you have the money available to you to be able to do that, not a problem. So you kind of take your drink and take a seat. You take a seat on your own, or what are you thinking?
Well, I was thinking, are they at the bar? Kind of like at one end of the bar.
What do you guys think? Would you be at the bar, or would you be at one of the tables sort of in and around the area?
It'd be wherever August was, because I went over to him. So
Yeah, I was probably just sat. So I'm just at like a table, not like in the corner. I'm just.
Yeah, just sort of like not direct middle, just off center, kind of in the tavern, not hidden away. They're just kind of having a chat. So it's very empty. The tavern looks very big with so few people in it.
Okay, I mean, I'll probably end up staying at the bar, but like closer to where they are, so I can keep like a bit of an ear out on the conversation and possibly go over and introduce myself at some point.
And you kind of take a seat not too far away from them, being able to. Yeah, with you can kind of hear them. They're not hiding their conversation. They're just kind of chatting, small talk. Who are you? What you've been doing? Where you've been recently? That kind of stuff. Just getting to like friendly bar conversation. And you kind of settle down and start to listen to them for the moment. As we kind of perhaps now cut to the sort of the outskirts of the town, but not the path section of town. Perhaps walking in more from the wilds itself. Perhaps passing by some of the people working. Passing into one of perhaps not the first civilizations that they've seen, but definitely the one most recently. Molly, if you'd like to describe your character.
Sure. You'd see like a spindly sort of woman with grey skin, like a greenish kind of hair, and like green robes that just have not seen civilization, probably not been washed for a long time, with stuff sort of growing on them, like moss and general like ferns growing through the fabric, and some mushrooms just sort of sprouting all along like the shoulders and the arms. Yeah, that's probably what you'd see.
So you sort of walk your way into town, and although you're not unfamiliar with towns and civilizations or anything to that extreme, but they're not your regular environment. So you've probably found that this town is a bit dissimilar to maybe some of the even smaller hamlets or just gatherings or farmsteads that you've seen before. The thing you'd probably take note of the most would probably be the market town in the middle, because you can start to see things there that you're not familiar with, or some more baked goods, some maybe dry cured meats, and definitely some tools that, you know, are specialist for this town and the woodwork that they're doing. You'd probably say there's a woman who's selling some pastries to some children. There's someone who's got some like fresh fruits and veg and stuff like that.
I walk over to the pastry store.
You walk over to the pastry store.
Oh, hello. Oh, what is that? Can I try one?
Oh, hello, dear. It's this very old woman, very hunched over, wearing just sort of like what looks like comfortable robes, and just sort of leaning over. It's like, yes, absolutely, please try one.
I put out my spindly fingers and I'm like, what is it?
It's a pastry.
What's pastry?
Well, if I have to describe it, it'll take away the magic of the tastes and the textures. Please go ahead.
Do live an adventure. I'll take it. Oh, you probably want money for this. How much would you like for it?
Free of charge, my dear. Keeps them coming back.
Mmm. Suspicious. Yum, 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 yum.
Very good.
Is it tasty?
It's very tasty. Very, very, very tasty. Yeah, you have your pastry. It's more of a... It's very delicious pastry in terms of how flaky it is, but it's also got like meats in there as well, which, although maybe shouldn't work, they do. They combine together to make a very delicious treat of one you're probably not used to something quite that sweet.
It's a steak bake.
Effectively, yeah.
Yeah.
You dive into your steak bake.
This is fantastic. You'll have to teach me sometime.
Trade secrets, my dear. Couldn't possibly.
Wise businesswoman. I like it.
Yeah, so...
I'll trundle off and I think when you come into a town, you want a bit of gossip or information. A good place to go is a tavern. So I'll search for something that looks like one.
You can kind of see there's a building as you kind of wander through town a little bit, gathering a fair few looks at the strange woman who's walked out the woods in clothing that would probably scare some people. You see perhaps some of the children hiding behind parents and some people giving you strange, almost wary glances.
I'll give them a really reassuring grin that's too wide and like a weird spindly finger wave.
At which point, as you do that towards the children, they start to scream and they run away, and the parents are now outwardly unhappy with you.
Well, that's just rude.
But yeah, you do eventually kind of locate what is clearly the tavern. You can see the sort of the tables out front, the fact that there's people inside at this time of day. I know there's not volume coming from it. You can tell just kind of from the way that the building is shaped and the outside is shaped that it's trying to steer people in.
Always some drunkards in every town. I'll head on in.
You head on in to the tavern. And the rest of
What's
you
the tavern
inside.
called?
The tavern is called the Leaky Tap.
Thanks,
Very
Lord.
good.
He's
Right.
writing that. I can hear
Write
it.
that down. Write that down. The rest of you inside the tavern would see this moss, fungus-covered, spindly, green-skinned woman walk into the tavern.
August, forgive my ignorance. Is that one of those poverties?
Now, mate, you don't know her backstory, what she's come from. I wouldn't go judging straight away.
Oh, no, I appreciate that, August. Thank you. Do you know what she is?
I'm not sure. I've never seen a lady grow mushrooms, but I've never seen a being like that. But I'd be hasty to call it poverty.
Oh, no, I appreciate the education, August. Maybe I'll pop over and find out shortly. But I'll let her settle.
I'll go grab a water or something from the bar.
You go up to the bar and ask for water. He goes, it'll be warm, but we don't really use it to water down stuff. But there you go.
It's fine. It serves me just the same. I'll just take it and sort of just like. It wasn't. It's not for me. Well, I suppose it is. Yeah, maybe it is for me.
I just sit there and I say to Bartholomew, is she watering herself?
August, I was lost the sheep.
I'm mighty intrigued by this lady. I'm going to introduce myself.
This is the first time I've left the house, and this is what I see.
He's left the house. He's gone out in search of glory, and there's effectively a walking mushroom lady spritzing herself with tavern water.
Oh, August, that's a great idea. I'll join you.
So, just gonna first one. Why? Howdy there, ma'am? Am I right?
Oh,
Ma'am?
hello. Yes, sure. Yes,
Why?
definitely.
How'd you do? August Casey, ma'am.
Is that your name?
That's correct. Now, please
Amazing.
forgive me if I'm overstepping or being rude, but did I see yourself watering yourself?
Well, you can see I have a nice little arrangement.
I
And,
can see.
Normally the woods is quite self-sustaining, but this place, it's dry. It's also dry here.
Oh, absolutely. That's why we find ourselves in the tavern, ma'am.
Tavern's a place for watering. I see.
Well, watering, beers, socializing mainly, but now forgive me, I'm not from this region, but is this like a medical condition or what is this arrangement that you've got going on?
Yes. So, my name's Ruva. I'm of the wood. I come from the forest. I'm a druid. I live with the spores and the plants. That's sort of what I do. But it's all gone a bit awry over there. So we're just gonna.
August, you'll have heard of druids. You know of druidic circles and druidic covens as such. Very much people that are, and Barty, you would know the saying that they're people at one with nature, at one with animals, at one with plants. You've probably not seen one that looks so like nature insofar that fungus and spores are a part of nature, but you know what a druid is, not this kind of druid.
I'll introduce you by well, Ruva, it's a pleasure to meet you. Allow me to introduce my new friend Barty here. But Barty, this is Ruva. She's a druid.
Thank you, August. Yes, I'm Bartholomew Hamish Montgomery, but as August said, you can call me Barty. Oh.
Yes, I was about to say it's a very long name.
It is indeed. Well, that's why I prefer Barty, and people seem to take that on board a lot better. Oh, so what brings you into town, Ruva?
The forest. It's all a bit fucky, It's all gone a bit weird over there. There's some kind of something in the earth that's wrong.
You saying
Trevor kind of gives you a weird glance at that of like, the town lives on the health of the forest, and you can say he's kind of you can tell he was doing the barkeep, listen to every conversation, but now he's potentially a little bit more intrigued at the concept of the town's livelihood dying.
Really deep in the forest, far into the forest.
You hear just a sigh of someone who turns to face away from you. That his tavern will potentially still be able to stay here.
So, Ruben, tell me, does that mean that something needs saving? Are we here to save the day?
I mean, it's the land itself. I couldn't figure out a way to solve it, and I'm of the land. So I just thought I'd find somewhere else to live. I gave up. I appreciate that might not be something that you're capable of doing if you're one of those questy types.
Well, I tell you what, why don't you come and join me and Barty at our table, and I'll gather some more drinks in. I'll go to the bar. What is it that you drink? Do you want some more warm tavern water, or would you like something for yourself?
Hard ale, yes.
Very good. Barty, same again.
Thank you, August. That's very kind of you.
I'm just gonna go to the bar, but I'm gonna like stand near Damien. Go to the bar, but just say to the barkeep, same again, and what the ladies having, please. And just say to them, I've heard of these druid people before, but I've never seen, certainly didn't expect them to have a walking garden on them.
Very strange. I've never seen it this much. I've read about it in books a little bit, but I didn't quite picture this in my non-picture books.
Really weird, because
I thought he was talking to Hess.
Oh, sorry.
Carlos just suddenly appeared over your shoulder. He's made a friend, and he's not willing to give up the friend. Ruben's just now sitting at a table on her own, kind of waiting for the drinks to turn up.
Just stood next to him like, what are you getting?
As Barty's now whispering with people and looking over at Ruben, and then whispering again and then looking back over at Ruben. But yes, Damien, these people have approached you in conversation.
Yeah, it's not really something I've ever dealt with myself. I've never seen these druids, but it's something that I think it might be worth investigating.
What, investigating the druid, or where she's come from? I mean,
Where she's come from. If the land is dying for some reason, do you not think maybe we should find out what's going on?
You know, you're the second person I've met today that wants to go out on an adventure and save the day. Man, there must be something in the water around here.
Mushrooms, maybe, perhaps.
Sorry, friend. I didn't quite get your name. I'm August Casey.
Good to meet you, August. I'm Damien Artemis.
Fantastic. Who you here with? Do you want to come join us and have a drink with us?
Yeah, I'm just here on my own. I'll join you guys.
Well, fantastic, friend. You go take a seat. I'll bring the beers over. Grab the beers. He comes over. Ruva, Barley, I'd like to introduce you to my new friend. This is Damien. He's like you, Barley. Wants an adventure. He wants to save the day.
Oh, no, you just heard me whisper a couple of seconds ago.
You turn back to say that to him, and Barty's already back at the table.
I'm here and everywhere.
But it's a pleasure to meet you both.
You guys kind of start to settle into your conversations. We now transport ourselves back out into the roads heading into town, and you'll see someone with perhaps maybe a little bit more of a spring in their step than others, kind of walking towards the town.
It's Tristan.
What? He's back!
Oh my god!
Started again.
He got teleported.
I'd have never let you. I wouldn't have let you. You wouldn't have been in the game.
Wait till you
You'd
hear
have
my voice.
But walking towards the town, sort of their holy symbol proud on their chest, big smile on their face. Bobby, if you'd like to introduce us to your character.
Yes, my character is Nico Bronzelocket, stands around about 5'6", 5'7", grey in colour, deep amber eyes, not an unkind face, but very curious and just optimistic.
You find yourself walking towards town. Now, you once again would probably had quite a sheltered upbringing within your temple. You've had no reason to go anywhere until very recently. So, a lot of the sights you'll have been seeing are new to you in terms of perhaps how small other places are compared to the vastness of cities. But you start to approach this town, and you can see people sort of giving you respectful nods as they notice you, and they notice your holy symbol around your neck as you walk into town.
Cool. Okay. So what is around me as I'm in town? Is it like stores? Is it a market, trading quarter,
Yeah,
or what?
it's a mixture of all of. So in the centre, in and around here, you've very much got it is a market. It's very much a market town. But the people that aren't in the market are still kind of moving in between the large building and the fields. You can get the majority of people are working to fell trees and sort of drag them back towards town. And the people that aren't actively doing that are probably more perhaps working with the few wagons that are in town that are going to start to shuttle some of this towards maybe more major cities for perhaps larger trade. So it's very much a farming town, but they're farming wood, not plants, and they are then sort of shipping it out to places where it's going to actually make money. So this is by no means a wealthy town. The wealthiest person here is you'd guess maybe the tavern owner or the blacksmith, because they are services that are individual and unique to this town. But everyone needs them. Everyone's using them. And then you've just got people selling odd bits of food, odd little trinkets, in and around the market stall, maybe around 20, 30 people there. You would see the same stall that, unbeknownst to you, that Ruva has bought pastries from, and you'd see people buying dried meats, fruit and veg, that probably have grown in gardens. It's maybe a bit of excess, I think.
Okay, so I'm going to the character I've got is quite drawn to like trinkets and shiny. He's got a love for shiny things, so I'm gonna walk over. So something's caught my eye over on the trinket store.
Are you
Yes,
a
you
magpie?
Like a bit of a magpie.
You walk over, there's just sort of this human woman there, just sort of still very much homemade stuff with little bits of probably scrap metals that are no longer worth anything there, but incorporated into maybe perhaps like bracelets or necklaces or perhaps little paintings and such like that.
Okay. Good evening, ma'am. How are you?
Oh, hello. Oh, she kind of gives you a deep nod of respect, noticing your holy symbol, and goes, "Oh, it's very nice. Is there anything here that takes your fancy?"
Well, I'm just having a look. Are these all homemade? Are these your own creations?
Yes, well, I can't take all the credit myself. Some of them are of my daughter as well. So, but yes, we like to sell little trinkets here at the market while her father is off at work.
They're fine work, but do pass on my commendations to your daughter. Do you have anything of the gods, or is it all just decoration?
Well, it's mainly decoration. Everything is sort of made with respect to the gods as such, but nothing in particular for any of them. But I can see by your symbol that clearly you're a man of Vedna. So maybe this. So you see someone that is probably more. It's more metal than anything else. It's kind of like the rope and sort of like coil or like string is coiled around it. And you would say Vedna is very much the god of creation. Is mainly a dwarven god, but is known as good in the realm, and is very much seen as the sort of a beacon of good and hope as such to a lot of people. So sort of the intricacies of metal in terms of creation would align with it. But if you want to make in fact, with your passive insight just on this woman, she is making this up. It's nothing to do with the gods. She's maybe thinking that you might like this a little bit more than the other things.
Ah, right. Okay. So okay. So this is in tribute to Vedna, is it?
As always, praise Vedna.
It's not one I've seen before, but anything that, of course, does pay homage to the great Vedna I do approve of, and I'm sure he does as well. So bless you, child.
Thank you. And that will, of course, be 5 copper. This is a business after all, Your Holiness.
Well, I think on this occasion, madam, I'm going to leave this for the next passerby, because after all, Vedna is for not just myself but for all, and I'd like to share Vedna with the world. So I do have my love of Vedna, and hopefully the next passerby will as well.
A true holy man, nothing but respect, of course. Of course.
And then I nod and bid farewell, and then continue on, and then I do notice the tavern as well, and make way.
This is you sort of turn and you walk away, perhaps hearing the annoyed sigh of someone who's lost out on a sale. As you step away from the market towards the tavern, but yeah, you sort of see the building. A lot of the buildings in this town, for being a town that harvests wood, most of the buildings here are stone. You see, they're probably not keeping a lot for themselves, and everything is kind of exported. As you walk into the tavern, and those of you in the tavern seated around your table would see a catman, a holy catman, walk in to the tavern. Very joyous man.
Oh, is this another one of your friends? Do you not know each other? Do all people not know each other around here?
Oh, I mean, I've only just met all of you today, so it'd be hard for me to say about everyone else. But for me, I don't know anyone apart from your lovely selves.
Bart, is he one of your relatives, like you're all from like the Cat family, or what?
Wow, that is incredibly prejudiced.
Apologies, my friend. I'm just getting used to look. Where I'm from, there's a lot of humanoids. I'm still adapting to seeing lots of different figures.
Oh, no problems at all, August. I'd be the exact same. I definitely made those mistakes. I'll pop over to the bar to my related cat friend and introduce myself. Oh, hello there. I'm Bartholomew Hamish Montgomery, but you can call me Barty.
Oh, hello there, Barty. What a fun name.
Oh yes, it's a family name, as you can probably tell. What's your name?
My name is Nico Bronzelocket.
Oh wow, nice to meet you, Nico. What brings you into town?
So well, it's a long story, Bartholomew. I won't bore you with it now. But yourself, are you travelling alone or?
Oh well, I was travelling alone. However, I've met some friends. Why did you come meet them?
Oh, I'd love to.
Walk over to the table and present Catman. I've just made a friend. Introduce that friend.
Hello all, my name is Nico Bronzelocket. Nice to meet you.
Well, hi there, Nico. My name's August Casey. Why don't you pull up a pew?
Oh, well, very kind of you, August. I'll certainly do so.
Good to meet you, Nico. I'm Damien.
Oh, Damien. Thank you, and thank you for your warm welcome. Now I look over at Ruva and look up and down and go, oh, hello.
Hello, Ruba, charmed. I'll put out a little hand and she touch it. It's all like moist and weird.
I've
Sweaty handshake.
It's really cold. It's cold and moist. It's worse.
the pleasure is all mine. I've not met one of your kind before. I've certainly read about you, and I'm very, very pleased to finally meet you in the flesh.
I mean, I definitely look different, but I mean, I'm technically still like a seasonal elf. I'm an Eladrin. We're just a seasonal kind. I'm mostly like an autumny sort of, a cold, damp feeling. Yes, sort of the place I like to sit. But I suppose we can sort of change seasons. But I like this season. I'm quite comfortable where I am. What is it that you do? I don't really know what a lot of you do, actually. Maybe you should tell me.
Well, I'm a man of Vedna, a holy man, if you will.
Oh, you're full of prep, aren't you? Yes. I can feel your positivity from here. It's unsettling. What about you, August? What is it that you do?
Well, ma'am, I'm part of what was the I forget what that was.
You know that was in the accent.
It's been so long ago.
I've been here for weeks now.
My profession is like a peacekeeper, almost like a sheriff, if you will. I was part of a firm called the Gunslingers of the Desert. My job and what I live for is doing the right thing and just protecting the people.
Yeah, very honourable. Yes. About you, Barty?
Oh well, me, I'm loyal to my family, and that is my main profession, is greatering my family name.
And your family, are they like big around here? Are they famous? They
Well, you might have heard of them potentially, but we're on the rise again. We used to be a massive family, and we're building that family name back up again.
pumping out children. I don't know what you meant. Sorry.
Well, I mean, maybe.
Building the family. Oh, so you're on like silly little quests to make your family name seem cool.
Exactly that. I'm glad you're on board.
What about you? Is it Damien? Was it? What's your whole thing? What's the thing?
So, I'm a former member of the Guard of Fullinus, the God of the Sun. Obviously, Nico, you'll know all about that, right?
I certainly do, Damien. It's nice to meet another holy man.
But yeah, so currently, like I say, former member of the Guard of Fullinus. The last mission didn't quite go so well, so now I'm basically just traveling around, and I kind of want to carry on my purpose. So keeping an eye out and an ear out, and helping out where I can.
Oh, you're all very honourable. Yes. Gross.
Yes, as you all continue your conversations, we now once again find ourselves transported to the edges of town with another figure walking towards town. Maybe a bit more blunt in footstep, maybe a little bit more cold of expression currently, but Adam, if you would like to describe your character.
Yes, so approaching town is an Earth Ganache, very sort of like ashened grey skin, sort of black slick braids tied in a knot behind him. He walks very sort of hunched over. His skin is like old and cracked, and he looks like a very weathered sort of like rock, with just a stoic face on it. And he walks very heavy-footed, as Harry said, not a fast man, and enters the town.
As you enter town, you once again see the same things the others would have seen, the market stall in the middle of town. Most of the people working, chopping wood, felling trees. Maybe the blacksmith has gone from their stall back to the forge as they've had an order come in, either for repair or for a new axe or saw, perhaps. But yeah, you see most of the people aren't like. There's no one in the side streets. It's people are working or they're in the market.
Okay, I will head to the tavern.
As you walk straight past the market, no interest in such frivolities whatsoever. You see the leaky tap, and you hear some voices from the inside, sort of all just general conversation. But with the fact that the town is so quiet outside of the market at the minute, you can very much hear the people on the inside.
Okay, yeah, I enter sort of like hunched over, sort of like my head is basically the same level as my shoulders, like proper down. And I walk in, I just walk straight to the bar. I was like, barkeep.
Hello there.
Ale.
Ale. Absolutely, my good man. As he starts to pour you an ale. And you would all see a man that looks very much like he's made of stone. Walk in, very hunched, very closed off. Just kind of leaning against the bar. And you would notice, really, apart from maybe the one or two other people in there, that don't stand out nearly as much as the mushroom, the lion, the
Witch in the wardrobe.
Oh my god, I've been describing my character as a witch. We're just missing a wardrobe.
Well, Ryan, you peaked. Log off. Okay.
yeah, but you would see that strange gathering of absolutely the start of a joke, sitting at a table in a bar.
Okay, I obviously throw my coppers towards the barkeep. I put the ale up to him. I was like, "Thank you, kind sir." Take a couple of sips. I turn around. Can I like see Bobby quite like? Can I see like his sigil and stuff?
Yeah, I think you probably correct me from, but I think you'd probably be quite proudly displaying the symbol of Vedna. It's probably not just your holy symbol, but I imagine it's probably somewhere on your armor as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, very proud man of Vedna.
Okay, I'm gonna walk over to the group, and I like, pretty much ignore everyone else. I just look straight at. I was like, "Priest, may Vedna guide you to the path of justice." And I just kind of like tip my ale to him.
Oh, and you, friend, and you, kind sir. Sorry, I didn't catch your name.
You may call me Esteren. And yourself, priest?
Estrel, it's a pleasure. My name is Nico Bronzelocket.
Oh, wow, Bronzelocket. That's an original one. Family name or self-given?
It's a name of my people. Yes, it's of course it's a family name, but I take no honour in my family. I'm only here to serve Vedna and the gods.
A very respectable choice of paths to take. What about the rest of your company? Are they also of the holy cloth?
Oh god, no.
Oh.
Are you made of earth? I'm fascinated. Can I touch you? Can I sniff you? Do you need watering? Like, just things grow on you? I have questions. What are you? Sorry, that's really rude. Hello, I'm Ruva.
Hello, Ruva. I must say, what would you be surprised if things grew on me? I can see 6 mushrooms.
Yeah, I know. It's like a thing, but it's sort of just our family thing. I thought I was just fascinated. You look like you're made of earth. Are you made of earth?
I'm stone-ish. Just my skin is hard and cracks, as does the crust of the earth.
Oh, fascinating.
Yes.
What brings you to this place?
I'm just a traveller. I'm just working my way. I'm just working my way through the land, seeing places, meeting people.
Sightseeing. Adorable.
Thank you. I don't think I've ever been called adorable before. I think I like it.
All of these people are quite honourable, so if you're into that sort of thing, you'll fit right in.
Honour is a thing I can get behind. I myself do not consider myself an honourable man, but I do appreciate it. I'm Esther, and who are the rest of you?
I elbow Barty. Go on.
I'm Bartholomew Hamish Montgomery, but you can call me Barty. Nice to meet you, Esther. Would you like a drink?
I've just purchased myself one, but maybe if we get through this one, we could share another.
That sounds like a plan.
Bartholomew Hamish Montgomery.
Correct. Family name.
Yeah, if that was self-given, I would have chose something a bit easier on the tongue.
Don't worry, you can call me Barty.
Appreciated, Barty. What about you, young, old? Lifts up your stance and is like, cowboy?
Now, I'm not a cowboy. I don't even know what a cow is. But
They're
it's
extinct,
fantastic.
long gone.
It's fantastic to meet you, Esther. And my name's August Casey. Now, did I hear you say that you were just a traveler?
Yes, just working my way through the world, seeing what I can, gaining experience.
Well, same here, mate. Where you been? Where you going?
Well, I've been to many places, but my next sort of main area is the city of Grimouth. Have you ever been there?
Not yet. I'll put it on my list.
Okay. Yes, I hear there's a lot in Grimouth that it can offer. You know, me personally, and maybe others.
Well, fantastic. It's fantastic to meet you, Esma. When you pull up a pew and you get to know all these other great folk.
It's fine. I sort of like put my stuff down and I just kind of like sit down and I'm just like very hunched over the table with my head looking up at them like, what about you with the red hair? What's your name?
Vacant expression.
I'm Damien. I guess you could call me a follower of Fullinus.
Okay. Another man of a follower of a great god. I give you joy and courage on your journey.
And to yourself, sir.
I think that's all introductions.
Unless anyone else is turning
Done.
up.
Yeah. So I think I messed my introduction up a little. Sorry. I should have mentioned I was a Shader Kai, is it? Shadow Kai?
Yes.
Yeah.
Edgy elf.
Edgy elf. Very
Basically, yeah.
pale skin. Very edgy.
Oh yeah,
kind
I'm a ace man as well. That's my race.
Ooh.
So yeah, so
Love that.
anyone who pays close enough attention to August may notice that just that kind of supernaturally perfect skin. He's got that weathered bronze look from having probably spent a lot of time in the sun, but it looks good, you know. His hair, phenomenal. His build, just everything shines. That's the main reason he's an Azeroth.
It was the.
Because I'm worth it, baby.
So I'm thinking like Ben White then, Scott.
Fuck you.
Wow, get him on the plane.
Inside jokes.
I think more Tom Ellis.
Harvey,
The guy from Lucifer.
He is sexy, fair. Well, good choice,
Sexy,
good
but-
choice.
But with a cowboy hat.
With the Stetson.
Oh, I see. I know who you mean.
Yeah. Did you just Google him?
I
That's
did.
Lucifer.
Yeah. Is that
It's
now your
Lucifer.
back screen?
No, it's
It's
not my
mine
type.
though.
Was there a shave in there though, Molly? Because Tom Ellis with and without a beard are two very different people.
Yes,
Oh, with
both
glasses,
sexy.
maybe. Oh yeah, glasses is good.
Yeah.
August pulls out
Google
some
him as
glasses.
Lucifer. Google him as Lucifer. And you
Right, come on, we're getting distracted, Harry.
You guys sort of made your introductions, you're having some drinks, settling around. As the day starts to wind down a little bit, you can see the light coming in through the windows is a little bit less. As you're all in your comfort, just suddenly from outside you just hear a piercing scream, followed by wailing.
What
Does
is
it
that
sound-
unholy
Harry,
noise?
Does it say? Is it?
It's a cry of despair.
Yeah,
and
but
of
from what
agony.
kind of age range?
What?
ASL.
Probably it'd be difficult to tell. Definitely of a grown woman.
What
I
is
stand up.
this unholy noise?
And I'll go run out the front door.
I'll go.
Barthy stands up, runs straight to the door.
The Montgomery!
Well, my man's eager to get in on the action now. Let's go back him up.
Let's
I completely
go.
agree.
As Barty's, you're the first out. What you see is, as the sort of the traffic of the day has wound down, and mainly people are coming back from the fields, and the market is somewhat empty. You see, still wailing in the middle, or so just to the edge of the market, is this woman, very much human, sort of maybe late 40s, or in her 40s. On the ground in hysterics, screaming, as there are people in and around the town, sort of, some are trying to console her, and then you see some people looking around.
I run over. What's happened here?
As she's just on the ground, absolutely unconsolable. She's screaming again, my children are gone.
Where are they?
she's just wailing and wailing, and that's all she's screaming over and over again, the same thing: my children, my children, my children are gone.
I'll grab her shoulders and just be like, "What happened, lady? Tell me real things."
She just descends further into hysterics as Ruva's form of helping is not necessarily what she's looking for at this moment in time.
I don't know what to do. Somebody else help.
Can I just put my hand on Ruva's shoulder and just pull her to like, give me a direction?
She's looking around. She's just in hysterics, but the people behind her go, We don't know. We're still looking. They were here one moment and gone the next. As you see, one of them kind of like lashes out and kicks some baskets next to him, and it goes, and they kind of go in, and it's like slams down and goes, "It's the 5th child this year."
Oh shit! I mean, yeah. What happened in the other cases? Since she clearly doesn't. She's not ready to speak yet. What happened there?
And you see sort of the main people that are like directly consoling her, are like trying to help this woman up and maybe try and get her to a chair, and people are trying to relax her as much as they can. There's some people kind of come over to you and go, well, basically over the last year, so I think 5 children from this town. I think, well, I'd say maybe 5 from Stag Tide, maybe a couple from Maple Rock, just gone missing.
Do I know anything about this as well if I've come through here a few times?
You've heard this as rumours going around, people maybe a bit more secretive. August, you've definitely heard whispers of this being in and around town. It is very much, everyone is scared of this, but it's kind of thing, it's not going to happen to me, it's not my children. No, we know who it happened to, but that's their fault, they weren't watching their children.
And what's the timeline on these children vanishing? Like, you said there's been 5 in how long?
No, it's space of a year, maybe. They're gone out of nowhere, just boom, vanish. We never found them. We searched everywhere. We can't find any sign of them, no matter what.
So, did they just disappear into thin air, or did they turn away and then they're gone?
We're just in and around the town, and there's 1 minute they're there, and the mother turns around, or father turns around, and then they look back, and then they're just gone, and we don't know. We can't. We're not trackers. We're not people of the law. We can't. We're just lumberjacks, at best. The forest is. We don't know it. We've tried sending messages off to the lords, but they don't give a damn about people like us. It doesn't bother their bottom line as long as the lumber's still being produced. You see, he turns around and then kicks another basket. We're just fucking fed up of it at this point.
Oh, you think they're going to the forest? I'm not bad at tracking. I can help.
You see sort of like some exasperated just people around and be like looking, like gesturing to the edge of town, which is just surrounded by forests. You would all know, having travelled through it, Teltorian is very much a woodland country. Apart from the centres of population, there are very few pockets that aren't wood, and the main export of this country is wood. So it's like he's just sort of just like, well, where else are they gonna gone?
Another town, I suppose, but I guess you still have to trek through. They're the paths. The paths aren't woods to me. The woods are the woods,
Ruva, I don't think you're helping the situation.
So you see one guy sort of like holding back another one as he points a finger. You fucking taking the piss. You think we don't care that our kids have gone missing? Who the fuck are you?
So she's not from around here. She doesn't understand. Is there anything else you can tell us?
Some of them have been seen around the market. That's all we know.
Can I approach the mother?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna kneel down in front of her. See, ma'am, my name's August. I'm really sorry to hear about your children, but we want to help. But I'm gonna need some information from you, if that's okay.
See, she doesn't respond. She's almost vacant at this point.
I put my hand on her nails. Like, maybe you could start with what were your children's names, ma'am?
It's Thomas and Abigail.
Thomas and Abigail, and they were with you when they went missing?
They were in the market. And I just had to pack my stall away. And they were gone.
And they're gone. So, what, ma'am? And I know this is going to be hard, and just try and remember what you can. But while you were packing a stall away, were there any strangers that you noticed in the market or that day? Obviously, I'm aware that these aren't the first children to be taken, and with your permission, I'd like to help and find your children and bring them home to you.
She just almost, at this point, she goes silent, vacant. I would say, Nico, make a medicine check for me.
Yeah. Okay.
So, Bobby, can you change your name to Nico, please?
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Need that to happen.
Okay.
15. Yeah, this woman's gone into shock. She's
Okay.
no longer in a position where she's going to be able to.
I just stand, hand on the shoulder. I promise you, ma'am, we will find your children. I just kind of go back to the group. And the last few weeks, I've trying to gather information. There's been a lot of talks, like the gentleman said that this isn't the first kidnapping. There's 5 or 6 have gone missing. The information's really limited, though. I've been really struggling. No one seems to either know about it or want to talk about it, but these children keep going missing, and there's no explanation to it. It's what I've spent about a week and a half just trying to listen in the taverns and observe. So in the marketplace, there seems to be no strangers, and no one has any reasoning for these children going missing.
And you've got no prospect of where they're going? I appreciate maybe what I said wasn't what she wanted to hear, but I mean, I am good at tracking in the forest. If that's where they're going, I'm probably not a bad person to help you.
Oh, no, absolutely. I don't doubt that at all, Ruba. And I think maybe we could probably work on your approach, but definitely your heart's in the right place, and I think you're definitely going to be useful if we're going into these woods.
Do we know what's happening to them? So strange. 5 in a year, that's quite a slow pattern, really.
Unproductive.
Does August know about the other cases in the other villages?
Might have heard whispers, for sure, but nothing beyond what he's seen here.
And these other villages, where are they in regards to? I can't remember where we are now. I can't think the name of it.
Oh, Amberfell.
To the top of the picture.
Oh, sorry, yeah. So yeah, where are these other villages in regards to this? Are they like slightly to the north or to the south? It will give us an idea of which way we need to go. Is all I'm thinking.
Present to you the world map.
Beautiful.
So that'll be at the top on the text bar. The third one to the left is the
Said
journal.
Stagtide?
Amberfell, Stagtide, and Maple Rock were the places.
Ah, it's like a little triangle.
I'm an idiot. I've just closed Roll20.
There's an...
Tried to close the map.
You did close the map. In
I
all
did. You're
fairness,
right. I did actually close the map.
Oh my god. To be honest, if you hadn't have said it, I was about to do the same.
Nice.
I've got it full screen, so it just looks like the whole tab. So my brain like
that's
closed
exactly
tab.
what I did. I was like, yep, click that X.
in the journal, I'm going to move it actually. It'll be in under travel guide, but you can open that and it just opens for you when you do it. So open it whenever you need.
I mean, there's a road between all of those places we could check out, but do we know exactly where the children vanished in this village? I mean, we could look around for clues, but this is just where maybe the lady found out. If we had an idea of where they actually left, we could scout around.
Ruva and are you pronouncing it Neko? Is that what you're changing it to, or Nico? How are you pronouncing it, Bobby?
No,
Nico.
Nico. It cannot be
Nico.
Neko.
Neko, Ni. Yep. Nico. Yep. Ruva and Nico, please make perception checks for me. Very good. 23 from Ruva.
Ooh.
Top player, 25. Looking around, you guys went to the market today. Ruva, you saw children. You saw a boy and a girl. And Nico, you went to there. Of all the stalls that you can see at the minute, and all the people you saw, there's one stall you don't see.
Is it the pastry lady?
Might be the pastry lady.
She gave me bad vibes. Do you know what? I say out loud. Do you know what? The pastry lady gave me horrible vibes, and she was with the children. I'm gonna go. Hey, come with me, and I'm gonna go ferret around her stall if it's not there anymore.
The stall is still there, empty. No
Yeah, I wanna-
signs of anything. But anyone
Yeah, I
who
want to go drag my little
goes,
fingies over it.
anyone who goes to the stall, you tell me what kind of check you want to make. It can be perception, it could be investigation, it could be anything. You tell me what kind of check you want to make, and then depending on how well you roll on it, will depend on what you would notice.
I'd roll survival. I'm looking for tracks.
Go for it, roll survival. 16. Any other rolls anyone else wants to make before I...
Yeah.
Somebody
I'll
who's
go
good at
longer than
investigation
that's
should
for a
probably do
perception
that.
check.
Yep, go for it. Perception check. Nico.
Oh, good God.
Bobby, you're a holy man.
We've all been there.
Yeah.
You're very much new to the world as such, and this is a very shocking turn of events. And you're kind of looking everywhere, and where could they might be... No one's checked behind that table yet whilst you've been here, so you go check behind a table. And they're not there, but that does narrow it down to not behind that table. Ruva, what you can see is the multiple footprints of people passing through a market. It's to be expected. You can tell that there were very clearly children at this stall.
I want to
can
look
see
like
the-
behind the stall to where like she was.
You can walk to where she would, and you see footprints that look human enough. But what you can tell is on your roll that all the footprints in and around the area are walking in and around the market, and the ones that aren't are walking towards the market. You see three sets of footprints walking away from the market, and two of them are very clearly belong to children.
Gang, we should head off this way. Oh, if anyone wants to maybe just check out the stall as well, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I'm
Can
not
I do
good
an
at that.
investigation check on it?
Absolutely.
I think I'm not sure if I get advantage or not on this. I'm guessing.
Where are you? Yeah, on investigation you get advantage. Yep.
Ooh,
It should
that's
roll
amazing.
automatically with advantage. Yep. Wow, not 20.
Amazing.
First one of the campaign. Woo!
I'm the first nat one.
Too
Amazing.
early.
You start to investigate around the stall, looking at the footprints, looking at the stall itself, sort of getting very, very close to what remains of the pastries that were there. You can tell that the human footprints you can see behind the stall aren't... They're like too deep. And looking at them, you can tell they're made from like a stilt as such. Something
Oh
that
my
someone
God.
would put on their feet to disguise their footprint. Because of just
Okay.
it's focused on it. It's not got the natural dispersion of a foot. It's pressured on these points. The edges are far too clean to be of like, a leather boot or anything like that of a normal boot. And looking at the stall and kind of looking at the remains of what's there, the crumbs as such like that, you, with your specific skill set and knowledge of blood, that's human meat.
Oh, lovely. I'm gonna call August over here, like try and do it slightly, I guess, and just like something's not right here.
I pull out the remaining pastry from my pocket and go, What's not right?
I just look a shock on my face, basically. I'm like, and I've snatched it out of her hand.
Hey, I paid money for that.
Trust me, you don't want to be eating that.
Hey, you don't know what I like. Could be horse meat, anything. I eat all sorts in the woods.
What, kids?
Excuse me? Hey. That's a stereotype of people in the woods that live alone. And I will not stand for that.
I just turn away.
Maybe. I mean, not often. Very, very rarely. In emergencies only. Mostly for self-defense. But children, never.
I just look at her as if to give her a look to say, yeah, children, that's what it is.
Can I also be giving her quite a concerned look, based on everything she just said?
Absolutely.
Just a solid...
Hey, a woman alone in the woods. We get attacked a lot, you know? Happens. There's nothing else out there. It's hard times, man. Hard times. But children, never. That's gross. And we should be concerned. They also seem to have gone that way. Look at the footprints. Let's go. Let's move on from this, whatever I said.
That's great, Ruben.
Ruben.
Let's follow the track.
Ruben, tell me about this person that you saw. The one who sold you this pastry.
Oh, yes. She was creepy and unsettling, which is weird because I'm normally quite used to that. I suppose she reminded me of my mother in that way. But yes, she was strange. Are you saying that she was on stilts?
Yeah, it looks something like that. Yes. As you can see from the footprints, it's not dispersed correctly.
Some kind of strange creature, I suppose. But maybe.
Can't hear you for some reason. I didn't hear the end of your
I was going to
sentence.
say she went very quiet then. I thought
Cut
it was...
out.
Oh, apologies. Normally my mic's really sensitive. Yeah, a strange creature that eats children, but is masking their footprints. Could they have? I mean, they must have had a glamour on or some kind of facade. They looked at least human, didn't they?
Yeah.
Harry?
Yeah.
Oh,
Old lady.
She looked like an old lady to me. I mean, an unsettling old lady, but an old lady nevertheless.
Are we all within range to overhear this?
Yeah, you guys are all
I'd be
together.
like
I think
turning
communicating.
to the group to tell you.
It does not matter the nature of this old woman or creature. A great injustice here has been done. Ruva, can you take us and follow the tracks?
Stereotype for somebody who eats kids, so I should return the children to restore my honor. You're also honorable.
Whatever your reasoning, and please lead us in the direction you think is best.
Cutting in and out.
Yeah, we can't hear you, Molly.
Dying.
Oh.
It's all gone wrong.
This gold's dying. Can everyone hear everyone?
I can hear you, Harry.
I can hear you
Yeah,
now. It
Harry.
went
Yeah,
silent
yeah,
for a
yeah.
second.
Hello?
Just cutting in and out. Nothing.
Everyone.
Hello?
To the
Hello?
I can hear people now.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, it is better. What did you say, Adam? I heard the start of your sentence, but that was it.
I'd say, can you take us in the direction that you think is best and follow these tracks?
Yes, sure. I'll point out like the adult set and the two like children's sets heading in a different direction rather than like the in and out of the market. I like point you in the direction so we can all follow them.
Okay, I turned to the girl. I was like, "Follow me if you wish, but I'm following these tracks, and we will exact vengeance on this creature." And I start walking.
Oh wow, he's not messing about.
Come on, Barty, you're looking for a quest. Let's go.
I'm right there. Let's go. Ah!
You'll start following. Who would be leading the way? Who would be trying to follow these tracks?
The rest of them went
I
off
said
first,
I'll
didn't
be pointing Esther Wren in the direction, so it'd be like Esther Wren probably in front of me.
Yeah, I will take the first step.
Whoever's leading the way and trying to follow the tracks, make me a survival check.
Oh no!
Can I be giving him help? Because I,
Absolutely. You're pointing the way out and keeping track of where they are.
yeah.
So make that roll with advantage, Adam.
So I'm just gonna roll it. It's a nat 20. We're good. We're good. Don't worry about
Oh
it.
my goodness.
You...
Do you want me to roll again, just in case?
Just in case, yeah.
Watch this for the nat 20. It's a 7.
Imagine though.
Adam, I'm going to have to say that nat 20 came too early in the campaign. I'm going to have to wipe that one out. You guys, as with Ruva pointing out these footprints and this sense of determination that you're going to find these kids and you're going to bring them back, as you start to walk away, it becomes very evident of where they've been. Sort of the time of year is not... It's more dry than anything else, but it has been rain recently, so you can very much easily make out these footprints that are leading away from town. 3 sets, very much. And as you're looking, going, and checking them, you can tell that this is a steady track. There's no rush to this. The pacing of the steps apart from each other is that of a general walk. There's no running, there's no urgency behind it. And looking at the surroundings, you're looking at the twigs, you're looking at the branches, you're looking at anything underfoot. Nothing's broken, there's no rush here, no one's being forced to move. The only thing you can barely make out is that some of the smallest footprints look almost like they're dragging themselves. It looks like perhaps what you'd compare to perhaps someone who's drunk. In how they're kind of almost like they're sometimes every couple steps, like the toe drags a little bit in the dirt. But you follow these footprints as they go deeper into the forest, and you're following this path and this track for at least half an hour into the woods. As before long, you start to find yourself close to a clearing as such. And you can start to see some glowing green light from the environment. Now, everyone should see that. If someone doesn't see something, it's broken, because you all have dark vision, because you're all boring.
Of course, Ryan's got dark vision. He hasn't got any
Can I
windows in
do
his
a,
bedroom.
I've been training my whole life for this.
Then again, move casually, but if I say stop, just stop. But before you'd see, it's almost swampland that you've kind of gone into as you've gone forward. And you can see these glowing green plants that sort of start to decorate the environment. And if you stop there, people sort of get in line with where Damien is or anything like
the
that.
order that we're in, so
I'll go.
I think
you
you're
would-
leading the way, aren't you? Like that's
You would
okay.
begin to see, you see a hut in the middle of this clearing. It's a very small clearing, a bit of a wooden sort of pathway leading up to it, a nice stone wall surrounding it, with a bit of light coming from the inside. But you can't hear anything from where you're at, and it's very slushy underfoot. You feel if you move off this bridge that you're gonna be a lot slower than you would like.
I mean, is this anywhere near where? I mean, I don't know in reference where I was in the woods, but it's like we were aware of any sort of neighbors, not in like a hey, there's somebody down the road, but like hey, like 5 miles that way, there's at least one person with another hut.
No, so you would have come from the opposite side of Amberfell to start with, and the woods here, the wooded area, basically anywhere that's on that world map in Teltorian that is in between the roads, unless said otherwise, assume is woodland. So
Gotcha.
that does encompass several hundred kilometers square, each patch.
Ooh.
So there could you even if you'd been in the same woods, you could have been in the same woods and had no idea the other existed. They're very large patches of woodland.
Yeah, I was just wondering if I'd like heard of anybody else. But yeah, if it's the opposite direction, then it makes sense. Hey, what do you think's up there? I mean, it's a creepy little glow, isn't it?
Yes, there's only one way to find out. Follow me.
Is a rash approach the way to go?
Yes.
Is that always wise?
What do you suggest?
Some of you might be more adept in combat, or maybe some more stealthier approaches. This is obviously somebody's abode. You don't just storm up to somebody's house, do you, and start knocking? You can...
This is the Montgomery way.
I believe
Barley,
Barty
man.
has the correct approach. We don't know if this creature has these children. We don't know how long they have.
Now, fellas,
I agree, but we don't know what they're capable of. Yes, August?
just before we get hasty, if we go barging in there, and what's to say that the creature or lady doesn't just kill them if we starve them? I think we need to take account. We need to come up with a solid plan and have an attack plan. We need surveillance. We need to know the landscape.
Is there some things moving in the mist above?
Perception check.
There looks to be some creatures moving around.
Is your dark vision further than mine?
Amazing.
Holy shit, Harry! Why are we rolling so many nat 20s? What have you done?
Yeah. Oh, yes. Sorry, my bad.
This is crazy. You could hit one Eldritch Blast in a year.
I know. You would see there's 2 dogs outside of the wall.
Guys, we're not alone. There's some...
And they're very aware of you.
The puppers seem to be staring at us.
I hate dogs.
Oh, I'm not a fan myself.
What are we saying? These are like normal-sized dogs, or is there anything discerningly visible about them? Like, is it just?
Well, they don't look very friendly, based on what Ruva can see.
Yeah, but do they look like
do they look like dogs?
Or do they look like...
They look like dogs, yeah.
Ruva, do you still have that meat pie?
I mean, I've got whatever's left in my pocket. Won't be much.
Maybe we could draw the dogs away with your pie.
I'll throw whatever's left up the path.
Let's go. There you go. I like that smart approach.
Make a good strength check for me, Ruva.
Would you like me to throw the meat pie?
I'm
good at throwing meat pies.
Alright, anywhere in and kind of around this area, you can tell me where it lands.
Just in the path.
In the path, okay. You see one of the dogs takes like a step towards it, and the other dog turns and snarls at it
I can see the
very
dogs
aggressively.
now.
And then the other dog returns to where it was.
I don't think the dogs like children meat.
Oh, they've got morals, have they? Okay, no, good dog.
I think we're wasting time. I think we need to burst through here.
Are we going to kill those dogs?
I'll kill the dogs.
I'll kill a dog.
And then we'll burst through the door and save the day.
Quickly, Harry, are these like rooms on this rock, or is that just scenery?
Well, that's just scenery.
Right, okay.
Right,
It's clever though.
Before we actually get involved in this, then, this is my next 6 seconds of what's happening. I'm gonna go from my hunched over position. I'm gonna straighten up. I'm gonna reach my hand behind, take out an axe, and I'm gonna throw it at one of the dogs on the left.
Okay. You're gonna roll initiative first, is what your guns to act.
But I have acted first.
No.
See
No,
it.
because my initiative comes last now. The dogs are dead. It won't be cool. I'm just throwing my axe.
On perception, my guy.
Click your token before you roll initiative.
Yeah, if you click your token, roll initiative, and then it should fill that bar very nicely for me.
Which token? Sorry. Oh,
Your character
Click the
token.
character token on roll 20.
yeah, we did mine earlier, I think.
Yeah, if you don't click the token, it just rolls
Oh, nice.
elsewhere.
Oh!
Hey, you got a
What are you
minus
crying
one.
about? What are you crying about, you big bitch?
So unhappy.
Nico was looking onwards. He's very scared of dogs and does not want to.
Nico moves 10 feet away.
Hold it. Okay, but that does mean first to react is Barty.
I charged the dog.
You charge the dog. Are you moving your full speed,
I am indeed.
which is 35 feet?
Can I?
Also, what you can do if you're holding the measure tool, I don't know if we ever did this or not. If you hold the measure tool, you can right-click to like save it and change direction and such.
Oh,
It does keep
yeah.
the path. Oh my god. So you can more accurately plan your path as such.
Yoink, yoink. Oh god. Wait. So can I move 35? Or can I dash still? Is that
You can dash, but is your action to dash?
Let me run up the path towards and hold my ground at 35.
Absolutely, you can run your 35 feet forward. What you can tell with the very good survival checks to get here is, so you'll be like there-ish. Anywhere off this wooden path is difficult terrain, which means it takes double movement. So it takes 5 feet or 10 feet to move 5 feet off that wooden path, unless you have something that means you ignore difficult terrain, which I don't think any of you do.
I mean, what is it? What that you'd need? Because I've got something.
Where would it say, for example?
It would it'd be a feature, like Haldir has a thing where difficult terrain doesn't bother him, and anyone in his group that is near him also isn't bothered by difficult terrain. I don't think any of you have it. I'm pretty sure it's a ranger thing.
I can still choose a tool if that helps me at all. If you know of any that might help.
Yeah, you gotta bring a boat. Just a boat. It's weird that a boat would work here, but also 25,000 gold. But Ryan,
Okay,
anything
yeah.
else? Anything else Barty would wish to do?
Sorry, I'm just checking my stuff.
Sorry, did you roll the best and just move forward? I'm so upset.
Wait, because I can't reach them. Can I reach them in attack? Sorry, I'm very confused.
You have spells.
Oh shit! I forgot about
Oh my god!
I can see one on your action list that has a range of 120 feet.
that. I'm coming. 1 sec. I'm just navigating my thing. Here we go. Which one has a range of 120 feet? Diamond bolt.
That one.
Yes. Cast.
Oh, you also didn't pick any spells, Ryan. I'm gonna
Oh, you have to have them prepared, Ryan. Come on.
I'm gonna prepare some spells for you now that would do you some good. Well, based on what you said,
Oh, dear.
that one, and that one. There you go. You should see them now. Spellcasters, prepare your spells.
I prepared mine, sir.
I was also prepared.
Has the cleric
also
got spells
prepared.
as well? That'd be great.
You're all good.
Let's just
So
do a
you don't
guiding
get
bolt because that's all I can see on my screen right now.
roll an attack.
Ah!
What the fuck?
Jesus.
Very good.
What is
Clearly,
going
I
on?
must check the settings
What
on.
is happening? Harry, are we on easy mode?
Roll damage.
16.
Did you roll 16 or did it automatically double it? 5, 3, 8. No.
Oh, just 16.
What?
You watch as Barty runs forward heroically, sword at his side or whatever, mace at his side, whatever he's fucking holding. As he
So
then
that's a great sword
proudly
to that.
looks forward, and the spell erupts from him, and a dog just starts to decorate the side of the wall. That one's very dead.
For Montgomery!
Well, my God.
Is there anything else Barty would wish to do?
I was going to use smite. Let's not do that. That's
you
what
can't.
On
You can only do that on.
Exactly.
You can only do that on melee hits.
Okay, cool.
So make sure you've taken off your spell slot for that spell.
You exploded the dog and you were like, oh, I'll smite it.
But make sure it's smeared on the wall. I think that's it for now.
Awesome. Esther Wren.
Thank you.
The next 6 seconds of what I do, I'm going to straighten up. My hand goes behind, I grab the axe, and because of range distances, I am going to move.
Mm-hmm.
So I get a not disadvantage. I'm going to move.
You have 30 foot.
I'm going to move about. Yeah, I'll move 30. Is that 30?
Yep. From there, you're still at disadvantage. 20 foot is your close
Oh, sad.
distance on the battle. So you still get attacked. It is a disadvantage.
Wait, how far did I move?
You were.
30 foot. Damn.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm going in with advantage. I just stand up straight, grab the axe, just straight over at the up above Barty, and then it just curves down into the dog's head.
You hope. Roll
It
disadvantage.
will. It will. Come on, baby. That's about hopefully 15 hits.
A 15 does hit.
Excellent.
Roll damage for me.
I've got 2 sets of damage on here, and I don't know which one's
So
my thrown.
one is there. Your thrown is your normal one-handed damage. So 1d8 plus 6. The 1d10 is if you used your axe two-handed.
Ah, okay. So
10 damage to the dog as it sinks into its sort of like shoulder blade just aside of its head, and the dog sort of recoils back as you then stretch your hand out and the axe comes flying back into your hand.
does the dog die?
It does not. It does look hurt though.
Kill that dog.
Gonna kill that dog.
I'm gonna kill that dog.
Anything else?
I just take my axe and I hold it, and I'm ready.
Very
No!
good.
Does
No.
that count as a melee attack because it's thrown?
No.
No, cool. Cool. That's
It's a
what I do.
ranged attack.
Yeah, that's fine.
But you get the, because it is a ranged weapon, you get your bonus from melee with it.
Is it our
Okay.
favourite sheriff next?
Is that what?
Is it our favourite sheriff next?
It is our favourite sheriff, August Casey, a man of the south.
Here we go, then, guys. I'm gonna move 30 feet.
I'm gonna have to remember that if we ever go there, I need to perfect a southern drawl.
I'm gonna move 30 feet.
Yes.
I'm gonna. Well, I'm gonna swing it round my finger. I'm just gonna fire one shot towards the dog.
One shot at the dog. What is up?
What's happening?
It's too many.
What's that extension you told me to roll, Harry? It's definitely doing some bits.
I've had it for years, and I've always rolled like ass.
Bang, bang,
I need to
motherfucker.
add more stuff to the encounter. Let me research some bits. Okay.
Microtransactions.
Have you got anything that's anti-20 proof?
They're all wearing adamantine armor. Fuck you guys. Crits don't work.
We're on roll 20 and Harry's annoyed about it.
As you see this shit, you see this man of the law. He strolls on up on the path, draws his pistol, aims at the dog, and roll damage for me. So did you? Is that 8 rolled? Yeah.
Yes.
4 plus 4. As you shoot the dog straight through the face. And you just see blood splatter against the wall as this shot echoes very loudly through the clearing.
I just like to do a cool twizzle thing with my gun and I just put it back in its holster.
Everyone automatically thinks August is very cool. There is no
Oh.
save, it's automatic. With the loud noise, the running up, the gunshot, you see the trees kind of start to move a little bit more. They're, trees don't move like that. You guys know trees, and they don't move that. As you see beings almost emerge from the inside of the trees themselves.
And
It's the Trents.
the
We
Trents.
then get to Damien.
Okay.
I didn't want to do anything else.
Oh, sorry, Scott. Did you want to do anything else?
No,
Another gun twizzle.
One sec.
I've used everything anyway.
Actually, you know what? I can probably just Eldritch Blast this this one on the right.
Eldritch Blast. You
So yeah.
look at the one on the right. Absolutely. Roll and attack. Hits.
Beautiful. Oh,
Big
God.
3. That's Arthur damage if we've ever seen it. Now, how does your Eldritch Blast look as it spews forth from you?
So I want it to be like a blood red. And have you ever? I'm assuming you've seen Kim Possible, right?
Yes.
Obviously.
Right. Okay. Here you go. So instead of green, it's blood red.
So as as Ruva and Nick, as you see, Damien just stand forward and just what effectively looks like blood just shoot forward from him and splatter against this wild nature being. Is there anything else you wish to do?
Yeah, I'd like to move forward. If I'm honest, get a bit
Yeah.
closer. So, what have I got? 30. Oh fuck me! I'm so slow. So yeah, 30 feet basically. These are 5 feet, aren't they? Sorry.
Yes, each square is 5 foot.
You can go diagonally, right? Just to confirm.
Yep.
No issues with that. Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
you could get somewhere like that, for example.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
As you move forward to there.
Can I just confirm I've got my Crimson Right active as well, right?
If you want it to be active, you can activate
Yeah.
it.
It's something we'd spoke about before, where basically at the start of the day I'm just gonna always
Cool.
activate it.
Roll a d4. Cool, very good. Take that off your health.
Good.
It's fortunate.
Lucky days.
Okay. Now then, what you kind of see, Barty, August, and Esther is one of the tree creatures merges back in with the tree before re-emerging from this tree right next to you. A club almost made of its own being in its hands. And it's going to try and hit you. That's a crit. You guys do it. I do it as well. You take 8 damage, Adam,
Sad.
as this thing twats you. And Adam, remind me, does an 18 hit?
Meets it, beats it.
Meets it, beats it. As again, you take another 11 damage. As this tree being just emerges from the tree next to you and just boom, boom, cracks you either side of the head as it emerges right next to you very suddenly. That is its go. Ruva.
Woo. 5. That's pretty much 30. I'm gonna use my wild shape to do Halo of Spores, or whatever my thing is. Let me have a look. It's the symbiotic entity. That's the one.
Yes.
Let's do this.
So roll a d12.
That one.
So roll a d12 and you get that many temporary hit points. Hey, I think next to everything, when you roll it, like all your features and stuff, it will have like a weird looking red dice, and that should post it in roll 20. So you get 4 temporary hit points from that.
I posted it in roll 20, but it didn't roll the dice. How annoying. I had to roll it manually.
I thought you rolled a 4, didn't you?
Yeah, I rolled that manually, but I mean, normally when you click an ability and it goes forward, it just rolls the dice.
I don't know why it's rolling a d20 for it. Oh,
I don't know either.
it's you gain just sorry, you gain a flat 12. You gain a flat 12.
I thought so.
4 times your level.
You said it and I trusted you, but I was sure you were wrong.
Yeah, we'll get used to it.
Yeah, and it's the people that I choose within the circle take the extra damage. So I will attack the guy.
Yeah. How do your spores look to the people that are stood next to you?
It's like when like mushrooms do like the thing where like all the spores just shoot out of the mushrooms and the plants on me and sort of just like circle around me in like a sort of waiting state for me to attack, where they then become hostile.
Very good.
Is that my action or my bonus?
That is an...
It's so early, I haven't learned it.
as an action, you expend 1. So that's your action to do that.
It's my action to do it.
Yes. And a
you
1 wild
can-
shape used.
And use wild shape to awaken the spores. So I don't get to do anything in that turn.
You could cast Shillelagh.
Yeah, I'll cast Shillelagh. It's a bonus action or something, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
But that just means it's a setup turn. But yeah, it's good to learn what I do. But yeah, I'll cast Shillelagh so I can do the actual damage I want with my weapon. Oh. It says Shillelagh's a bonus action.
It is, that's what I'm saying, you can do it.
Yeah. But that doesn't roll Shillelagh for me, does it?
No, Shillelagh,
Yeah, if I cast it, it does the whole, like, thing. But it says it's a bonus action to activate it. But then I will roll Shillelagh going forward, because it's the better of my thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so ignore that. It won't do that this round.
Yeah, so basically
It'll do
you've
it going
imbued your
forward.
staff with Shillelagh for
Yeah,
1 minute.
I have my spores active and Shillelagh.
It now does
Great.
1d8 damage, one-handed.
I'm ready to kill stuff next
Okay.
round.
So August and Esther, what you see is the mushroom lady run up. Spores come off of her, and she seems ready to attack something. Now then, this one appears to stay where it is and looks towards you, Damien. And can you please make a wisdom saving throw?
Yeah, the worst kind. Oh, God.
Oh my god.
You make eye contact with this creature, only briefly, just for a second. But in that moment, you come to the understanding that you and this creature are incredibly good friends. And actually, they need to be protected. That's what you feel
Okay.
at the moment.
I'm assuming that's some sort of charm, is it?
Mayhaps.
I want to say I've got some sort of advantage against that somewhere.
Are you an elf?
You
Yeah.
have advantage to avoid or end the charmed condition.
Okay.
So you can make that with advantage.
Yeah. So to avoid it, I could have rolled again, basically.
Yeah, you can
to...
roll now. You can roll again now.
Yeah.
You have advantage to avoid or end being charmed.
Yeah.
That
Please
doesn't,
don't
Yeah.
roll one.
doesn't do it though. It doesn't do it.
Not very wise.
This one here, you're best friends with it.
Okay.
Nico is now you.
Okay, let's have a look. So I'm going to move up here. Just check my range. And we're going to use Guiding Bolt.
Guiding bolt.
Guiding Bolt
Good. Roll
on
to hit.
Bolt to hit. Okay.
$17 hits. Roll damage. $14 damage. Very, very, very good. As these just bolts of glowing holy energy just spray forth from Nico and shatter against this being next to you, Esteren, as it now looks very hurt from that. Very, very hurt indeed. Is there anything else you wish to do on your turn?
No, that ends my turn.
That is your turn. Very good. As we then see this creature move up right next to Barty.
Oh,
He's going to swing at you twice. Does a 25 hit?
Me.
meets it, meets.
You take 10 damage.
Oh no.
And then
Or nor.
does a 23 hit?
He is.
As you take just 5 damage as it cracks against your armor twice, very similar fashion. Bludgeoning you. And that is its turn. And now, Barty, it is back to you.
Ah, attack with my great sword.
Very well.
18
Hits.
damage.
11 damage to the creature as you slash across it with your greatsword.
Did we confirm that lay on hands can be used on self?
Lay on hands can be used on self, but it is an action to do so. And you've used your action to attack.
Bastard.
You don't know any bonus action healies.
Unfortunately. Let me firm it like a bastard.
Yep.
Yep.
Good. Esther Wren.
Okay, can we just point out where they are? The one
There's
on my
one
right, is that
next
the one
to
that
you.
Bobby smashed up?
Yeah, that one's very hurt.
Right.
And
Okay.
there's one here, which is
I
Damien's
see
best
that one.
friend.
It's these ones hidden in the trees.
And then this one is just clobbered Barty.
I thought there was one coming out of Scott's head. I thought that was a
Maybe.
little plant
We
life
don't
there.
know yet.
That's my hat, bitch.
That's my hat, bitch. Okay then, I will. Okay, I will literally just turn to that one that's next to me after it's been guided bolt by Bobby. I will two hands on my battle axe and I will just bring it down, try and chop it in half.
Yes, very good. Oh, to two-hand it would mean you're not using your shield. But 9 to hit does not hit it.
On guiding bolt, does he get an advantage on that? It says on here, the next attack roll made against its target before the end of your next turn has advantage.
Very good. You get advantage on this hit, Esther, as it is glowing in the darkness.
So I just get another shot, yeah?
Yeah, so you just make that attack roll again.
Come on, big boy! It's the same!
It's the glowing light. The creature's glowing, and you go, "This isn't going to hit. I need to correct." You miss as your sword goes just swinging past it in this moment.
That's okay.
Is there anything else you wish to do? You have a decent cantrip that might help you.
I know, I'm looking at it now. Are you on about Shield of Faith?
I was on about Blade Ward.
Does that
Cantrip.
help me for next turn?
You can use it as a bonus action.
I know.
It helps you until your next turn. Until your next turn.
Okay, fine.
So one whole turn in the initiative, you would have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage.
Right, I will cast my Blade Ward, so I'll hold my hand out and I will trace a sigil.
Mr. Wren waves his hand in front of himself. The sigil starts to sort of glow over his armor.
I will use that.
Ogre's case.
So, I'm gonna. How this is gonna look? I'm gonna go down onto one knee. And I'm gonna use my Celestial Revelation,
Very good.
my bonus action. So I believe that the two, both this one and this one, are affected. So what that is?
Describe what it looks like.
I'm down on one knee. As I stand back up, my eyes are just black, so they're like just completely black. Out of my back, these flightless, but they're just black wings sprout from my back. I'm just like covered in a little bit of like black mist. And so what it means is that both creatures within 10 feet now need to succeed on a charisma saving throw. So it says here DC 8 plus your proficiency bonus. What?
Yep, which is 2.
Which is 2, and then plus my charisma modifier.
Which is 1.
So plus 8, 9, 10. So they need to do charisma saving throw of 11.
Charisma saving throw 11. So the one next to Barty passes. And the one next to Esther Wren fails.
Very good. So those that fail become frightened.
Very good. It is now frightened of you.
Good.
I need to have a look at something very, very quickly. I don't think I explained it very well to you, Scott. But when I find it, guns have ammo.
Yes.
And I can't remember. I'm going to have to find out. I'll search it very quickly. There is a certain number of shots you can take before you have to reload.
Yep.
And for you currently, it is an action to reload.
Is it 6? Has he got a revolver?
I'm gonna say for a pistol, you can make 2 shots before you have to reload, because I can't find any. Until I find anything that... I think it should be 4. I need to find it. Screw it. I'm gonna say, because otherwise it'd be boring, 4 shots. Every 4 shots, you have to reload. And for you at the minute, that will be an action to reload. So you've got 2
that's
more
fine.
shots.
So I fired 1 shot so far.
Yep.
So I've got
2
2 more
shots. Killed. Oh yeah, because you didn't shoot that round.
Yeah.
Did you?
1 shot, 1 kill, mate. Is what I do.
But that is your celestial revelation is a bonus action.
Yes. So I can only fire 1 shot this turn, can't I?
Yeah, you can only fire 1 shot at the minute anyway per turn.
Yeah.
But
Or
you
what I'm going to do,
make a
just because
shot.
the one that's next to Adam, I'm going to attack with my dagger.
So you would need to move next to it for that? Or are you going to throw your dagger?
No, I'm going to move next to it. I think I can because once I've got enough movement, because it'll be half.
Yeah, you
won't
can
it?
get to there, absolutely. You could get
Yeah.
there if you wanted next to it, either way.
Yeah, I'll go there. What's it? And then let's see what we do. I probably miss.
That does just miss. As it's
Well,
still like... Oh no,
yeah,
yeah, you don't get advantage because Guiding Bolt's just on the next one that hits it. Yeah, I was just checking what trick shots he took. But yeah, no, never mind. Yep.
Yeah, no, I've got disarming shot and piercing.
Yep. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Good.
Fluffed.
Damien.
So my
Okay, so
rounds life for a minute, Harry. So is that 10 rounds?
That's 10 rounds from now, yeah.
yeah, a couple of quick questions, Harry. One, do we have to worry about team damage?
Depends on what you're doing.
Well, I was thinking if I was to thunderclap.
Thunderclap. Each creature within range other than you must make a Constitution saving throw. So yeah, if there are creatures other than you that are within 5 feet of you, because that's only got a range of 5 foot. Yeah, they would. Every creature within 5 feet of you would have to make the save. Yep.
Okay, so what's the 100-foot thing on it?
Thunderclap.
Is it not
Yeah.
one where you get to do a bunch of damage and then teleport elsewhere?
No, it can be heard up to 100 feet away.
Oh, is that what
Is that
thunderclap is?
So it
Yes.
doesn't damage people up to 100 feet away, because that's
Damages
really
people
disappointing.
within 5 feet of you. Yeah, for a cantrip, funnily enough, it's not got a 100-foot area.
Yeah, I was gonna
of
say,
damage.
I was
thinking
like,
of thunderstep.
sounds great. Okay. Second thing is, obviously, if I use my sword as a conduit for my spells, do they then pick up my Crimson Right?
No. Attacks made with the weapon are magical. I'm pretty sure that is for melee damage only. It's more like you're using that as a focus rather than a source.
Okay. And then finally, does it cost me a action to try and rid myself of this charmed effect?
You get, let me check. You get the attempt at the end of your turn.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no. Actually, you don't get that. Never mind. You are charmed just by that thing, and you think it's your best friend.
So there's no way of me being able to shake it off at all.
Nope. Not at the minute.
Okay. In which case, yeah, sorry guys. For Treebeard, I'm going to attack Nico, unfortunately.
Attempt to.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to use my sword for that.
So you roll an attack. Now I believe that misses. I believe, Nico, correct me if I'm wrong, that your AC is 19.
Damn,
It is, yeah.
priest man. Jeez.
So as you
Man's got a shield.
sort of almost glaze over and understand that you need to protect this tree, you turn and swing your sword at Nico, who just raises his I believe you have a shield. Yeah, just raises his shield and just boom, stops it dead. Yeah, Nico, Damien just fucking attacked you.
Yeah, and then I'm just going to kind of try and reposition myself between these guys and Treebeard. So, maybe there-ish.
Now I would say, Nico, Damien just took an attack against you and then left your threatened range. Should you want to, you can make an attack of opportunity.
I'm just looking now to see if there's anything that would. There's nothing that I could do to like rid him of this charm, is there? I'm trying to see if there's anything I've got in terms of like a spell or a heal or anything like that.
Not that you're aware of.
Are we aware that he's charmed, Harry?
No.
So we just stood there and watched him attack Bob.
For fuck's sake.
He's part of the pedo ring.
He is
Get him.
part of it.
He is
Yeah,
part of it.
I think the guy might be a huge wanker, yeah.
Nonce.
Damien Epstein.
Hey, I didn't call him a nonce.
But yeah, you can make it non-lethal damage, which just means if it killed him, it wouldn't kill him.
So I'm just looking here. So it's I'm just looking at this command spell and wondering if there's anything worth like anything I could do in that respect. Try and obviously
So basically, command work. If he fails to save, which is DC 14.
Yeah.
Wisdom saving throw. You get to use a one-word command that he must do in that moment.
And then is it these? So it's approach, drop, flee, grovel, halt,
Or anything, any one-word command that you can think of that he could do immediately.
right? Okay, perfect. Okay,
Charm.
so yeah, could I use that as a reaction then? The command,
Not as a reaction.
not as a reaction. Okay,
No. As a reaction, you could try and hit him. But you could try that on your turn. There's a feat called Warcaster where I think you can use spells as a reaction.
I feel like my character wouldn't attack him. He's a bit of a holy man. He would be more in shock. He wouldn't react in an angry way. So no, I'm not gonna attack him.
Absolutely fine. Okay. That is Damien's turn. There's under the tree next to you.
At the start of his turn, he'll take whatever. It just doesn't roll in my. It just displays it. It doesn't roll it, which is weird because in my other campaign it does work.
Is it your Halo of Swords?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, there's a thing on your sheet though for a 1d4 damage for it. If you scroll down on your actions, it's under reactions.
Oh, that's not like the actions though. Like I need to. Yeah. Well, it's a guy within 10 feet of me at the start of his turn. So.
Yeah.
He takes. Well, he has to do a DC save to take 2 necrotic damage.
Is it Constitution save DC what?
14. It says on the.
Fails. So he takes 2 damage as your swarm starts to.
It's not
overtake
a swarm. I'm not a Hexapole character.
Your spores start to on him.
I haven't got a swarm of bugs. It's mushrooms.
Mushrooms.
I'm pretty sure mine were fairies as well. Just saying.
I always saw yours as bugs. As
I assumed yours was bees, to be honest, Hess.
No, I did that roll 1 to 4 thing and came up with fairies, didn't it?
Can't do that.
That's cute. It's still his go. It just says that happens at the start of his turn.
August, it's going to try and hit you. That definitely misses, for sure. Does a 22 hit?
Oh, absolutely.
As you take 12 damage as it just flails its club out at you and cracks you across the jaw. Ruvano, it is your turn.
That was a weird noise.
Sorry. My dad was trying to phone me for some reason. I don't know why he bothers on a fucking Tuesday. I tell him I'm busy on a Tuesday night.
Dad, I've got D&D!
Hey, it's cute. Let his dad call him.
And
I'll,
don't.
I just wish
It
my
was
dad
just the
called me.
Hey, same. Don't even fucking. Anyway, I'll swing out with my magical quarterstaff. I've shillelagh'd.
Go for it.
Ugh. Wait, is
Kind
that I cast shillelagh? Is that the right? Let me double check.
There is a shillelagh attack on your spells if you go for that one. So if you go spells,
wasn't sure if I was
shillelagh
using it.
has a hit
Oh, my
DC
quarterstaff.
+6, yeah. Which you did. You
Oh no, I
rolled a-
did that. Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, I rolled
Yeah,
badly.
you rolled
I wasn't
a-
sure if I
you
was rolling my quarterstaff or that. It's confusing.
You just kind of, and it just kind of bounces off the tree. There's not enough force behind the hit. You're kind of weighing out its strength in this
I
moment.
give it the middle finger. And does it's either of my nearby companions looking injured?
I think
thought
Esther Wren's looking
Esther-
fucked up.
I'm very hurt!
I used my bonus action to cast Healing Word on Esteren.
Go for it. Cast healing word. Big 7. That's huge, actually.
Give me life!
He heals
I
for
give you life.
7 hit points, Esther Wren.
I just turn and stare at her and just nod.
It's not my focus, but I'm not bad at it. Apparently, I'm bad at attacking though. But yeah, that's my go.
Okay. Now then, this one is going to look at Ruva. Oh, actually. Oh, that's way better, actually. It's going to do that instead. Centered here. Is it a 20-foot radius or is it 20 foot? It's 20 foot square, so it would be like that. Yeah. So I need August, Esther, Ruva, and Nico, please, to all make strength saving throws.
Strength
I'm good at those.
Yes.
is 5.
I used to be good at those.
Oh my god, 5, 2, 7.
And one from Nico. So everyone
Hey.
except Nico finds themselves suddenly with vines and branches growing from the floor, wrapping around your lower body and keeping you in place. You are now restrained.
Hey, I've got that spell.
Nico, you are fine.
Hey, I've got Entangle. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. So that is its go. Nico, it's now you.
Perfect. Okay, so I'm still reeling from the attack from Damien. So I'm trying to think of a way in which I could respond that's not like that's not aggressive as such. So if I was to use command, could I use, for example, like an action or a word command such as like disarm, so that maybe he disarms during his turn. He like misses.
Tell him to drop, as in drop his weapon.
Yeah, that's what I'm
which
going
he
to
would
do.
do instantly.
And will that hit?
It does it on his turn, so it's the target drops whatever it's holding and then ends its turn. So if you were able to do that to him, he would just drop his sword, and that would be his go.
Cool. I feel that's what I would do. That's the approach I would take. Nico would take that approach to try and self-preserve. So yeah, I will go for command.
Damien, could you please make a wisdom saving throw?
I'm super wise, so yeah.
As we have well seen, yes.
Yeah.
Brilliant. On your turn is going to be dropping your sword, and that's it.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Okay. You are restrained, which
Yeah,
means
that's cool.
you have
Yeah,
0
that's right.
movement speed,
Well,
and creatures will have advantage against you, and your attack rolls have disadvantage. So now, bum, it's this one next to Bartholomew.
Send help! I'm weak!
Bartholomew, could you please make a wisdom saving throw for me?
Alright, that just rolled off 20. I just want to know that.
Bartholomew, you've only just met this tree. You think they are your best friend?
Does that mean he's going to stop swinging at me? I'll take the trade at this point.
Barty's suddenly gone to Team Tree very quickly.
I love you.
So, the wording is, they are a trusted friend to be heeded and protected. That's the wording. You play that how you would play that.
But is it just that specific tree?
That specific one.
Okay. I've got your back,
It is
buddy.
now your turn.
Oh shit! I didn't think about that.
I'm going to
I just assumed we
We've
were on the same team.
learned something about Damien.
character. I must swing and attack. I'm going to use lay on hands
Yes.
on myself as my action. I have
Yep.
a roll of 15. I'm going to use all 15 to get back up to full health.
Go for it. Yeah, what I feel is I just Jessica Jones Damien. Is what I did.
I really thought Ryan was about to use lay on hands on the tree. I got you, buddy.
So weak, I probably would have to be fair. I just fucking
I've got
smacked
to
me
be
up and then made
strong
me
so
fall in
that
love.
I can protect you. That's So that is your action. Yes.
And then I will
Any
do-
bonus?
I will do a bonus action. I will turn to the group. And you... No, fuck it. I don't think that was what I'll do, because they haven't attacked this tree yet, have they? So that'd be a bit of a... No. So I'll be like, that's it for now. That's it for now, because there's no reason for me to...
You're the only one that's hit that tree, Ryan.
No!
Very good, Esther Red. It's your turn.
I'm going to once again try and chop this tree in half.
Go for it.
Oh, it doesn't have a. I've got disadvantage, haven't it?
You have disadvantage on your attacks because you're restrained. Yes. Okay. Good start.
I believe.
Oh, piss!
I don't believe.
Just those knots are. You've been focusing so much on your footwork lately. You've kind of changed your swing pattern. Now that your feet are kind of tied down, it's thrown your swing off.
I'm gonna miss that swing, and almost immediately, Blade Ward. and ends my
Protection at
go.
its best. Very good, August.
Wait, sorry, I need to click cast. Okay,
So which one is it that's got us restrained, Harry? Is it the one in the tree
It's
furthest
this
away?
one. Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna take a shot at it.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Pretty good.
That hits. That does hit.
Okay, cool. And I don't do damage with disadvantage, do I?
No, damage is just flat.
Okay.
Yeah, I found the rules for it. Yeah, pistol is a reload of 4 and a misfire on a 1.
Right, okay.
So if you roll a nat 1, your gun misfires, and you have to then repair it.
Yeah, that's cool. Thank you.
Yeah, damage.
Oh.
9 damage.
So just check it, because that's not within 10 feet. That wouldn't take necrotic damage, would it?
Where are you? You're... Until the transformation ends, once on each of your turns, you can deal extra necrotic damage to one target when you deal damage with an attack or spell. You can just apply that damage once per turn.
Okay, so yeah. Okay, so that's...
Another 2 necrotic.
Yeah.
Very good. As you fire your gun and it cracks and you see the bark and the wood kind of splinter off of it. it now. So you did total 11 damage,
Yeah.
and if I remember concentration rules properly, it needs to make a DC. It's half damage or DC 10, so it needs to roll a 10 on its concentration saving, which it does. You are still entangled. You can see it still holds the grasp on the magic that is compelling the earth to hold you.
Would I still be charmed as well?
Look at me. Look at the wording. Duh, duh, duh.
Also, would that be a concentration spell? Because can you
The
cast
charm
two of
is
them?
not concentration. Charm's just an effect it has, and you don't get a save when it gets damaged.
Okay.
It's now your turn, assuming there's nothing else you want to do, Scott.
Can I then use action surge to get
You
another?
can
attack?
absolutely
Yeah.
make another attack.
Very good.
Oh,
Still at
Champion.
disadvantage.
Still with disadvantage, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's no good.
That hits.
Oh,
Okay. Let's roll.
she's a wood lady. She's still got proper clothes on.
Let's see what damage we're doing. 10 plus the 2 necrotic, so
How does it look as you kill this creature?
I took one shot, I've hit it, and I've action surged, and I've just kind of pointed the gun at, and I've just shot again, and the bullet's just gone straight, and just straight between the creature's eyes.
No, Freebeard!
As the creature falls and as Damien yells out, he's like, "Wait, I hate it. I don't like this thing." As your charm vanishes and as the roots that were entangling you all disappear. Very, very good turn.
I'm done.
Amazing.
Damien, it's now your turn though.
I dropped my sword.
That you do.
Good turn.
Turn. There's
1d4.
1d4, please roll.
Sorry, my mouse isn't great at scrolling down. 1 for a DC 14 con save
DC 14 con save.
for 1 damage.
It takes 1 damage. At the
With
start of its turn, as the spores continue to eat away at it. As August, you just killed one of its family, for all you know. It's going to take 1 swing at you. Does a 9 hit? I'm going to say no, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't. It does
Oh,
not.
it's not reacting, but no.
But I'm going to
I thought I said
assume.
No, sorry, apologies.
I'm going to assume the crit does hit.
Nope, no crit.
why are you saying
Yeah, it does.
assume?
As you take 14 damage.
Jesus wept.
As you don't know whether your jaw just fell out with that one or not, as it just cracks you across the face. That is its turn. Ruva! Oh, I apologize. It's frightened, isn't it? Because of your wings.
I was just trying to read that. Should it go with disadvantage or something?
It does, and on that second one, it actually would have rolled a 12. You don't take any of that damage.
Let me put it back on. So I was just reading that.
It starts to swing at you, sees the wings, goes... and misses. You feel the ghostly image of 15 hit points against your jaw, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Ruva, though, this is now your turn.
Yeah. I want to hit it, but I'm not gonna do well on a.
It looks really hurt.
Yeah, but what's the odds of me hitting on a disadvantage? I'll roll it.
You've not got disadvantage anymore. The restraint
Oh,
has
I'm
ended.
restrained. Oh,
It fucking died.
August is a legend. I'm gonna shillelagh it then.
Go for it.
I fucking hate my life. Oh no, I've still got restrained on.
I don't think that'll affect it. It doesn't add negative
No.
modifiers.
I thought the restrained would have just made me roll disadvantage.
Nope.
It didn't though. I assumed adding the condition would just do the thing. No, I just rolled a 4. Fantastic.
Just misses. As it's writhing in pain and everything, as it's in the fear that August's ghostly skeletal wings, you just happen to miss it. That one's... Anything else?
Can I do anything?
Bonus actions you got.
Bonus actions. I've got my shillelagh. I've got my face step. But I mean, is there much point in piecing out now? Probably not. Actually, that's probably not a bad idea. I'll face step 30 feet to here, which should affect this guy.
Mm-hmm. So the start of its turn, yeah?
Face step.
Oh yeah, what does your face step do?
This time I displayed it.
It
No,
does, it
just
didn't tell me
roll
what
it.
it
Okay,
does.
display, there we go. If it's within 5 feet, I'll move. I thought it was 10 feet.
It is within 10
Wisdom
feet,
saving
so
throw or be
wisdom-
charmed by me.
16 on the dice.
So probably succeed.
It does, I think this is a 14.
It's all going really well for me.
To be fair,
Good
that
idea,
means you can do Barty as well,
You
right?
could have teleported to there instead and have got both of them.
What do you mean, both of them?
It's within 10 feet of you, so you could have, and it's up to 2 creatures you can see, so you could have been there and got that one and that one.
Yeah, it wasn't really my goal, but yeah, okay. Go on then.
One pass as well.
Well, what's the point, eh? I wanted to be within 5 feet so I could hit stuff next to it.
We'll go back then, if that's what you wanted.
It's fine. That's my go.
Okay. Nico.
Okay. So am I right thinking it's got, August has got 5 hit points left?
No, because it didn't actually hit. We done it. I've got 17, mate. But I appreciate
Okay,
it.
then I'll save off on the healing. In that case, I am going to So let me have a look. Which ones are left? Is there? There's just the one next to Bartholomew.
And the one next to Esther Wren.
So that
Ah,
was
of course, I
4.
missed that one. I'll go next to Esther and I'll cast guiding bolt.
So yeah, you can do that from where you're standing, very, very easily.
Okay.
Roll and attack.
Ah,
It doesn't hit as the spell just fizzes past it, unfortunately.
okay. I have a bonus action called Spiritual Weapon. Within 6 months. So could I cast Spiritual Weapon?
I'll say yeah this time. Normally you can't cast 2 spells in a round, but I'll say yeah for this time. So like
Okay.
normally you can cast a cantrip and then a leveled spell.
Right, okay, got you.
But
Okay.
I'll say yes, you can cast it for this time.
Lovely. So roll to hit, do I?
So it casts, you can decide where it is. I'm going to see if I can find an icon for a spiritual weapon. But if you say where it is or who you want it next to, it's got a load of movement.
Okay. I will place it up next to Bartholomew, or next to the one that's attacking Bartholomew.
Yes. So yeah, let's say it's on that side, we'll give it advantage. And then yeah, so if you roll to hit twice, using the spells to hit. Definitely hits. You don't need to roll again because you definitely hit.
Okay, I already rolled, but ignore that one then. Cool, thank you. And then damage, yeah.
Yep. That one. How much damage did you do whilst I am just making
8
this?
damage.
8 damage to the one next to Barty.
Yeah.
Very good. Very
Oh,
big
it's
hit.
showing us 12.
It says 12 damage.
Does it
Oh,
say
so it
12?
was.
So.
Did you roll 8, Bobby?
Yeah, I rolled 8, sorry, yeah.
Oh,
12
and then the
damage.
plus whatever, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That creature, as your spiritual weapon appears behind it and just stabs straight through it, just drops to the ground. And Barty, you find yourself no longer enamored by this creature.
Where's my friend gone?
As we'll say, this.
I'm right here, mate.
You mean that common woodland whore?
So, Bobby, you should be able to. The sword that's there, you should be able to move that wherever you want it to.
Perfect, thank you.
Very, very good. And it was its turn next, so that's fine. Barty, it is your turn.
Who's left? Is it the one next to...
There's the one creature next to Esterena you can see.
Cool. I will cast... wait, how weak are you, Esteran? Sorry, Did you get
21.
you got healed, didn't you?
I got a bit, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I'll use Guiding Bolt on that one.
Go for it. It is looking very hurt.
16?
Hits.
Sorry, I've just need to clear my screen. Damage. 19.
Fuck me.
Wow.
4d6. Very nice. How do you want to do this? Is this creature just dies? What does your guiding bolt look like?
I want to push him and mold him back into the tree in which he came.
You hit him with such force, this guiding bolt streaking over your shoulders. It just impacts the tree and merges back with it, almost trying to escape, but dying partway through it. And you can just see the outline of this creature still in the tree.
Oof! As a bonus action, I use Daunting Roar.
Do you want to do that?
Oh,
Okay.
just for effect.
Say at this moment, you're not actively in combat.
Yeah, that's the only downside, isn't it? I'll just make
So
all
you
of my
can-
team frightened within 10 feet.
I'm gonna say you guys can now start to move around.
Just, so my wings kind of slowly retract back into me, and the colour comes back into my eyes, and just as I come out of my weird phase, emo phase.
I'll take
I'll-
my battle axe, put it back on my back, and returns to my nice little hunched over position.
I pick my sword back up. Am I aware I was charmed, by the way?
Yeah.
What I'd be doing if I'm charmed?
Yeah.
In which case, yeah, I'm going to go over to Nico and just be like, Nico, I'm so sorry. I don't know what came over me.
No, I did think it was quite hard, but in the name of Bednar, I forgive you, sir.
Oh, I think that happened to me as well. I suddenly had this lust and friendship for a wood tree.
Yes, I felt that too. It was quite hard.
Nothing done. Are we running at the fucking door now?
Sorry, Molly,
I
we
mean-
can't hear you again.
You're
Oh,
muted.
perfect. Yeah. No, I did press the button. It just didn't work. Yes, we should definitely go up to the door, but we just need to be mindful that these creatures were probably sentries. Whoever's here probably knows we're here.
Can I
The,
kick
Did-
that
the
fucking door?
surprise is gone. Let's go and end this.
Yeah, make an athletics check.
Athletics check.
Is that everybody?
Just Barty. Boom! The door bursts open, and inside the cabin, you can see this green-skinned, white-haired, hunched-over creature holding a bloody knife in her hand, pointed at the child right next to her, which appears to be Thomas. And you can see this the interior of this cabin is just a mess of organs and body parts and decay just in its entirety. As the door bursts open and she draws the knife and points it at the child. It's one step closer and he's dead. Ruva, you see a nice old lady. This is the lady that sold you pastries. Just a normal person.
Yeah, that was the lady, yeah.
Yeah.
So, hear me out. The next 6 seconds of my life.
Hang on.
We're
I'm just
hanging
thinking, can I use my Blessing of the Raven Queen to teleport basically next to her to stop her from harming the child?
So, I'm not going to say she's effectively got this child grappled.
Oh.
Could I use my magic item?
You could attempt to,
Okay.
but we're gonna go back to initiative here.
Are we re-rolling initiative or sticking with
No,
our
you can
order?
keep with your initiatives
cool, works for me.
if you wish. And we're gonna roll to see where she lands.
Where doth oldie go?
And if you beat her, you can absolutely try and use that. Not a problem. Oh,
Did she fuck it?
Them's be the breaks.
That's so sad, Scott.
Sorry, I've not seen anything come through.
On the
Just-
turn order. You won't see the
rolled
roll,
a
but you can see the
15.
turn order.
Turn order.
Yeah, all my rolls are hidden, so I can
Oh,
lie
right.
about them. No. But yeah, the turn order, you should see enemies populate that. So, first to react is Bartholomew. In this
Come on.
instant, in these fractions of a second, where she's just finished talking, you react first.
I cast command and shout drop.
Very good. I believe that's a wisdom saving throw.
Why have you rolled damage for your greatsword?
Is that what I've done?
That's what came through for me.
Well, it hasn't rolled anything for me.
Oh.
I was going to say nothing come through.
Wait, what are you fucking watching?
Seeing things!
Okay. Wisdom, yeah?
It was 13, wasn't it? 13.
Meets it, beats it. She rolled a 13. You yell drop at her, and you feel the magic echoing across the room as you can feel that it starts to fight at her mind. You see her just do enough to refuse that command.
Okay, as a bonus action, I will use. Oh wait. Not within 10 feet, no.
You could move 10 feet, though. You could move to be within 10 feet.
Oh yeah, maybe I'll step forward. Fuck it. I'll stop blocking the door. I just realised I'm a big frame in the middle of the door, like roar. Let me move over this side. Oh my god, my field of view has gone very strange from going inside. And then I will use Daunting Roar as a bonus action to try and make them frightened. DC 11.
DC 11 Wisdom. So you let out a mighty roar. Just doesn't seem to affect her in this moment. She
It's
seems...
immune, run away!
This has never happened before!
Well, there are your verbal warnings. Now on to my friends.
I've followed the rules of engagement. I've said stop first. What happens next?
I said drop. I tried to roar it out of her. Who's next?
Esther Red, it is now your turn.
Right then, I'll take steps into the hut.
Yes.
I'll use my bonus action to cast Hunter's Mark on her.
Very good.
And I will then, I've straightened up. I'm back. Hand goes behind, axe comes out, just throw it, aiming square on for her face.
Go ahead, make an attack.
Please. Let's fucking go.
That does hit.
Excellent.
Does hit. Roll damage for me.
And then plus 1d6
For Hunter's Mark.
for Hunter's Mark. And then
14.
I want to expend a spell slot to cast Smite.
Now then, what did I say?
Oh no, bollocks! It's a ranged weapon because I threw it.
When you
Never
hit
mind,
with a
never mind.
melee weapon attack, yeah, before define spell. What I'll say though, hear me, Adam. What I'll say. Did you prepare any other smites?
I've got Thunderous Smite.
I will say you could have cast Thunderous Smite first. And I will say that is different because you're casting it on your weapon. And
Okay,
that's how I will rule that going forward because you're using a ranged melee weapon. Normal smite, you have to hit them with it. But you
Okay,
can
sorry.
cast this on your weapon and do that.
If I cast Thunderous Smite on my weapon, is that my action? So then I can't.
No,
throw
that's
it?
a bonus. That's a bonus action to do.
I've already cast Hunter's Mark.
Then you wouldn't be able to do that this turn, but in
Yeah,
subsequent
so
turns you
from
could do
future,
that.
yeah. So next time I can.
But you get but Hunter's Mark is just active now. Boom.
Yeah, that's on her. She's taking that damage. But next time I can use Thunderous Smite if I want to. Okay, cool. Then that's it. I've used all my. I obviously bring back my axe.
Yeah, your axe boom, returns to your hand. As it narrowly didn't land center, but it left a giant scar down the side of her face. As it is now her
So I
turn.
will also just get out of the way of the door. Come on, guys.
In terms of stuff like that, you can move through
Okay, going back.
your team. You can move through allies. You just can't occupy the same space at the end of your turn.
Okay.
So you can pass through each other, not a problem. If it's an enemy, there'd be a check. You just can't end on the same turn. As it's now her turn, as she draws a knife across the child's face and it drops to the floor.
Oh no!
Is the kid dead?
Like
It's-
dead or dead?
All we
It
needed
is-
you to do, Ryan, was hit that bitch.
It is, for all
Wow.
intents and purposes, making death saving throws.
Not dead. Heal it. Heal that child.
Close enough to dead. Gotta do something.
Right, who's we
I'll
got
get
coming
that.
up? Scott, have you got a healing bullet?
No,
Shoot the kid.
I'm too far away to get
Get
it,
me
but
out, I'm
I'm
gonna
death
shoot the
saving.
kid. It's not what it looks like.
But August, it is now your turn.
Okay, so I'm going to move to the entrance. Right, first, can I use my... bonus action to use my rope of entanglement?
Do.
Is this your magic
It is an
lasso?
action to do it, not a bonus action, but it's an action to use, which you can use.
Then, so if I use that, can I still make an attack as a bonus action? Because I've got 2 weapon.
No. So your 2 weapon. Do you have 2 weapon fighting?
Yeah.
It has to be 2 melee weapons.
So
'cause
you
I've
can.
got it as well.
So you can shoot something, and then use your dagger on something right next to you. Is how that would
Right.
work. 2 weapon fighting. It must be a light melee weapon, and you have to have used an attack first. So it would be your. And basically, you use your bonus action to make that attack. For now, if you want to use the rope, that's an action, and you could then make a bonus action. Or you could try and shoot, and then you wouldn't be able to stab if you're not right next to her.
Right.
You've got enough movement to get there, Scott.
I haven't. I've already moved like 20 feet.
Oh, have you?
So yeah, I was like, fucking hell, the door's closed.
I was gonna say what?
I was here,
Oh, okay.
so I've moved 20 feet.
You got 10 feet more, and you need to move at least 5 foot to not be on the same space as Adam. There we go, perfect.
Right, I am going to take the kids. Save the kids, save the world. Gonna use rope of entanglement.
Mm-hmm.
So pull out my rope that resembles a lasso. And I just whisper the command word, and it's just constrict. And it shoots at her to hopefully restrain her.
Okay, so I believe that is she can make a strength or dexterity check. She rolls strength checks with a +4.
It just says dexterity, mate.
But if you look lower down, it says, it's
to release,
it's
so this is
dexterity.
the-
Very good. She makes dex with a +1, so you've got a much higher chance. Needs to be a 15. Rolls an 18. So as it
Wow.
snakes forward in that moment to wrap around her. She nimbly dodges out the way, then the rope comes back to you in that moment.
Nimble old lady.
Anything else? I don't know if you have anything like second wind or anything yet. You do have
I've
second
already
wind.
used it.
You used action surge. You didn't use second wind. Second wind is your healing, 1d10 +3. Should you need it.
Yeah, no, I'm fine with that at the minute.
Dokie.
Can I throw my dagger as a boner? No, I can't.
I don't know. I was two-weapon fighting, so. It says make an attack with a light melee weapon that you're holding in one hand. But you have to have made an attack first. So I'd say
Okay,
in
no, that's
future
cool.
rounds you can throw it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You can throw a dagger after you take a shot. Not a problem. Damien.
Okay, so I'm going to move forward. And then from here, I'm going to cast a Blessing of the Raven Queen, which allows me to teleport to an unoccupied space. So I'm going to teleport over. Can I get behind her here?
We're here. Yeah.
Yeah.
And say there's enough room to get there.
So yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm assuming my Crimson Right is still active.
Yeah.
In which case, I'm going to try and slap her around with my sword.
Very good. Make an attack.
Slap her around, yeah.
Does he slap women around often?
I mean,
No,
all
so
the
it's against
time.
camera.
he attacks his friends and then he slaps women. That's all I'm saying.
Did you get anything
Other
extra
words
on
kind
that?
of-
This is
Like,
being
is that
recorded.
like a
Tess is
surprise
about to go to
attack or
prison.
something, Harry?
Stay again, Scott.
Does he get anything extra on that with him like being behind her and her not knowing? Like, is it a surprise attack or anything?
No.
Or is that a thing?
No, that's a specific rogue trick. But what he does get is he gets to roll damage, and then he gets to roll his Crimson Right damage, which is a D4 additional.
So, let's see. One. That's really, really shit. You roll again on a double, right?
What? What's your thingy? You have a thingy. It's your fighting style. It's just
so-
two-weapon fighting.
Yeah.
So yeah, you don't re-roll your damage, but what you do is you roll 1d4. So for
Yeah.
one, so for a total, and you're using two-handed or one-handed?
No, one-handed.
So you 10. That's 9, and then you roll another d4.
Okay. What's the other D4 for? Sorry, just
So when you activate it, you. Oh no, wait, no, that's my bad. I'm rereading it. I don't know about it. Yeah, just the one. Yeah, so you do 10 damage to it. What did you choose? Fire.
Yes.
So you see as Damien draws his sword and slashes it across her, the sword is encased in fire.
Can it be like a blood red fire though?
Yeah, very much so. There's red fire as he lashes it across the back of this creature. It also leaves a burn mark across its back as well. And I think that's bonus action, movement. So
Yeah. Just on that, with my blessing, I gain resistance to all damage until the start of my next turn as well, just in
Very-
case that's not all through.
very good. Ruva.
Hey up. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Why is everyone attacking this old woman?
Shit pastries.
I don't know, maybe she just killed a child. I don't know. It's a gut instinct I have.
You didn't
Sorry,
do that.
at this point, does Ruva still see her as a lovely old woman, or is it, oh, you're child murdering slag?
No. You don't see any children in here. You see the woman who sold you pastries, and you see your current team attacking her.
But I didn't hear a child or anything.
Oh.
This is weird, guys.
What's weird?
What are you doing?
Oh, just attacking this creature.
Do you know? She seems an awful lot like me. Are you stereotyping?
What do you mean, like you?
Do you know? Like a harmless old lady who lives in the woods.
Well, she one of your race?
Excuse me?
You're both green.
You're both green.
I'm great, thank you very much.
Well, she's green.
Very observant, Barty.
Yes, thank you. For Montgomery.
So you're saying that I can't really attack or do anything or save this child?
Make a wisdom saving throw. Or say you make it at the end of your turn. Nah.
Fucking hell, it's my best as well. I can't roll fucking shit today.
You get another chance next time.
That was
That's
wise
no
of me.
fucking good though, is it?
Them's be the breaks. Nico.
Lovely. Okay, so will I? Obviously, will I see that there's a dead kid on the floor?
Yeah, you see that kid. Everyone else
Right,
sees that kid.
I can see that. Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
Fair.
I ate the damn pastry.
You did, didn't you? You ate the pastry.
I'll read the pastry. Okay, so in which case, can I? Obviously, being a holy man, seeing a dead child on the floor, I will go over to the child and can I use spare the dying to try and bring the kid back to life?
You can get to there very easily. Spare the dying doesn't bring them to life. It just means they're no longer dying. They're stable, but you can absolutely do that. So that child won't be making death saving throws, which it would have been doing next at the start of a new round. They are stabilized on the ground.
Okay.
No
fair.
longer in danger. They can still die if this person turns around and starts stabbing them, but they're not actively dying.
Okay.
You can
Cool.
absolutely do that.
That's what I will do.
Very good. Anything else? Have a bonus action should you wish.
I do. I'm running out of slots. Okay. Yeah. I will use my bonus action as well. In which case, because that wasn't a spell, was it? So yeah, I'll use my bonus action.
Here's what I'll say as well. Your spiritual weapon would have been here, next to you. So your spiritual weapon is currently in the square next to that ping, because I don't know if we can ping it. And
Okay.
as a bonus action, you can move that 20 feet as your bonus action.
Perfect. Okay. I can't see it anymore. Where's it gone? Because it's all dark there now.
Just there. I can.
Because he's inside the hut, he won't be able to see it.
Yeah.
15.
Can we just bring that
5,
20
10,
feet?
Closest you
15,
can get
20
it is
there.
probably here, yeah.
Yeah, bring 20 feet into the hut. Yeah.
What I'm gonna say.
I can just imagine your magic sword just weaving through us all. It's like,
Token emits bright light to 5 feet. Now it should. I don't know if it'll glow yet. Put it down. Boom. Now it glows a little bit. Okay, that is your turn. Very good turn. Child no longer dying, and one child behind Barty. Seemingly tied up and unconscious as well.
Does that have a go?
Yes. Barty, it is your turn.
I'm slightly torn between trying to heal the child and just fucking beheading this creature. So I'm going to move into combat zone with that is the old lady.
Yes,
Sorry,
yep.
This big here, yeah. Cool. I'm going to great sword attack.
With advantage because Damien is flanking. So roll again just in case you get a crit. Yeah, 24 hits.
Cool. And then going to do damage.
Yes. 13 damage. Very
Then I
good.
will do smite.
Yep, a first level smite.
So that is, just to confirm, it's the 2d8 and then 1d8. Is that right?
So it's just 2d8.
For now, and then when it's leveled up, it's
Yeah.
yeah.
So for a first level spell slot, it's 2d8. If you use a second level spell slot, it becomes 3d8, and then it increases for everyone. So an additional 13 damage on top of that.
Yeah.
For a total of 25 damage. As you bring your greatsword down, what do you imagine your smite looks like?
Oh no, I hadn't even thought that far. Heroic and flaming.
It's like just an impressive light of flame
Flame.
encasing the sword as you then slam it down, and almost like an explosion of that energy as it hits her. Very, very good indeed. Anything else? I think you got bonus action. I'm not sure if there's as much you can do.
I think what you want to do, Ryan, is move 5 feet to your right so other people will get flanking bonus.
I don't know. I like to be the center of
Brilliant!
I'll do that, and then, as a bonus action, I'll try daunting roar again. You will listen this time. Wisdom
How many
saving.
times can you do that?
Oh wait, no, it's once per short rest. Cancel that one off.
Yep.
No, I've run out of shoutiness.
He starts to roar, but his throat's it's in a rest.
More like a.
Just a quiet meow.
I don't think I have any bonus actions that are useful. Oh wait, I could use Inspiring Smite. Who's fighting after me? Esteran. You can have some
Yep.
Inspiring Smite, which I need to roll 2d8 plus 3. Is that correct? For temporary
Yep.
hit points. Yep.
Yep.
Oh, hit me up.
So that's 9, and then
Plus
is it
3 because
plus
you're
3?
level 3. So Adam, in your next to your hitbox, there's a
Yeah, I
temp.
got
If
it.
you put
So
12 in
12.
there, so you've got 12 temporary hit points.
How
They
much is that,
stay. It'll be until you rest or until you lose them.
man? Oh, sick.
So they go first. They can't be healed, but they is effectively just padded out your health.
Absolutely.
Hoorah!
Lovely, chubbly, and it is now your turn, Esther Wren.
Perfect. Bonus action. I'm going to
Yes.
cast Thunderous Smite on my axe.
Absolutely.
Hit it. Cast. I don't know. No, I think that's right. I did that, so I lost a spell slot.
That's fine.
And then I am going to charge at her.
Yes.
And when I get into position, I'm going to two-handed swing my axe from underneath and try and drag her upwards and sort of like split her in half from between her legs.
Go
Martin!
for it.
Oh!
So
And do I
roll
get
to attack.
advantage on that 'cause
You
I'm
do
flanked?
because you're flanking.
Please.
That would hit, but you get
rolling for a crit.
roll again.
Nah, it just gets one better.
still a hit.
Excellent.
So roll damage initially.
So that's 14. Then I'm going to roll
Yep.
1d6 plus Hunter's Mark.
Plus 1d6.
That's fucking excellent. Let's do this.
20. Plus
Then
2d6.
I'm going to... Yeah, that's for Divine Smite, isn't it?
That's for Thunderous Smite.
Thunderous Smite, sorry. Yeah. And then I'm going to smite her.
Roll your smite.
Very
That's
powerful
just 2d8,
people.
isn't it?
That's 2d8 plus another spell slot, yeah.
I've nearly maxed out every attack there. If she's not dead, I am fuming.
After the Thunderous
her in
Smite,
half.
she had one
her
hit
in half.
point
But
left.
that does
With
not
that,
matter.
with that Divine Smite, you, as you said, bringing your axe up, cleave her in two. So your axe then just ruptures out through the top of her head as her two halves just flop and crumple to the ground.
Looks like meat pie's back on the menu, boys.
From
The opposite.
sorry, as that has all happened, and she's just like, I've gone up and sliced her in two. I literally come down to one knee, put my axe over her body, and you just hear me go, Teresika! And then I stand up and punch over.
That was intense.
I think that's a very good place to end the first session. We'll pick
Can I
up
just
there.
heal the kids, please?
Yeah, absolutely. You've got your
No, stop,
your
we're done.
I've got
you've got your
Did you say
healing
heal or
hands,
feel?
Harry.
yep,
Healing hands.
yep. Roll your 2d4. Very good. The boy is now conscious and healthy. The
I
other
just
child
got-
is still.
Gather them both together before we finish. I'm just like, it's okay, kids. Your mother sent us. We're gonna get you home.
And that's where we'll end it.
Clint Eastwood says hi.